Everybody in the gallery, how many people are about walking the dogs at 6:30 in the morning?
I know, early birds. Well, I passed Amelia cycling this morning. Did you as well, Chloe? And I was kind of like, oh bless her, do I stop? But I know, because she looked like she was just going up the hill as well, and it was freezing cold, but I know if I'd stopped she wouldn't have got a bite in my car because my car's really small. Anyway, totally digress. What have we got coming your way this morning? We have got some amazing presenters picks. We have now this is AA+, that is the equivalent to your Quad A Tanzanite in terms of grading system. It's the best of the best. I have got an Amalite opportunity in a single gemstone. It is absolutely incredible. We talk about, and I will go into depth, if you've never heard of Amalite, this is a prehistoric gem essentially from one location in the world. I've just put hand cream on, so I'm just going to be really careful so that I don't actually put a fingerprint on it. You're looking at some of the most amazing iridescent colours, blues, yellows, greens, reds, and it'll migrate. This is one of the world's rarest and most valuable gemstones without shadow of a doubt. Tom, the mine owner, is a personal friend of ours. And we do go direct to Tom. This is coming up about 10 a.m. so don't go anywhere. I've been bringing Amalite on our sister channels for almost 3 years, and I could probably count on both hands the amount of time we've done a showcase in this gemstone, and it's getting less and less and less and less and less. So a very ethical gemstone in terms of how it's mined, and certainly one of the most sought after gemstones on this entire planet. Put it in the same league as your Zarite, your Alexandrite, your Paraiba tourmalines, your Papradachas, without shadow of a doubt. That's coming up throughout the course at 10 o'clock this morning. We've got outstanding bundles that we do believe are going to be absolute sellouts, so great opportunities for you to get some of the high-end gemstones in big quantities. We've got exquisite pearls to my right. We have got brand new peacock pearls. We've got the Wall of Fame draw coming up later on, so let's see if you've been lucky to earn some Jewellery Maker readies credited to your bank account. Those are the pearls that I was referring to. Aren't they amazing? Aren't they incredible? And there's your beautifully spherical rounds. I am after both of those strands. I'm really into my pearls at the moment. Really into my pearls. They're both coming up within the first hour. And also, we've got your early bird. Now, this is something new. Can I just let you, well, not a secret. I was going to say let you into secret. It's not. I used to have my own jewellery business, and I used to set up stands. I used to go to wedding fairs. I used to go to various Christmas craft fairs. I worked in the industry for many years. In fact, I was speaking to Steve Bennett about such a product only a couple of months ago, sort of saying this is what we need more of on our sister channels, because they're classy, they're elegant, they're simple, they're wipe clean, so there's a practical sense to them as well. They are your black leatherette display stands. This is what I used to purchase with my business, because the colour essentially they're going to keep beautifully clean. You just slot your ring on top. Has anyone got a ring handy? I don't actually wear jewellery into the studios, but basically because it's going to detract from the gemstones. Have you got one? Are the girls okay? Oh, you are. Sheila's got one. Thank you, darling. Don't drop it. I won't drop it. So yeah, Sheila's very kindly donated one of her rings. Look how beautiful it sets it off. This does not come with the bundle, obviously. This doesn't come with a bundle, but just to give you an idea of how beautifully they set off the piece of jewellery. I mean, if you spent hours into making your wonderful rings, maybe wire rings or gemstone setting or your silver clay, you want them to be showed off totally to the max, 360 degrees, and it's just that sense of professionalism. Don't you agree?
I do, and I think what I tend to do is I put them in my jewellery box and I have to rummage around to find them. So if you've got some stands like that, you can actually keep them in a drawer with them already on.
That's a really good idea, because I've got quite a few rings in my collection.
Open a box, and the boxes get a bit bulky, whereas those you can just...
And why not have them maybe on your dressing table? I mean, you've got to be careful they don't get dusty, etc. But make a feature of them. They'd look lovely, wouldn't they? Or maybe within a drawer or in your safe. Absolutely. I'm not just talking about to all the jewellery makers who have got a business as such. I mean, this is beautiful on your dressing table. Do you know, it's one of my, and this is a little bit sad, it's one of my goals in life to have a lovely dressing table. Currently, I sit on a cushion on the floor. currently. That's what I do.
Aww.
I know, it's one of, I'm easily pleased. I want a dressing table. We're in the process of looking for a house. And I do, part of the criteria is that there's room for me to have a dressing table. My other half knows it, doesn't understand it, doesn't try to understand it. I'm just thinking these sort of spread out there would look lovely, wouldn't they? Look really lovely. I expect multi-buyers as well, because they don't come into our stocks very often. When they do, they always sell out. I know exactly how expensive these can be if you buy direct from wholesalers even, which is where I used to source them from, direct from wholesalers, and they still would be a considered purchase, shall I say. The leatherette in particular, because it has got that durability. You do get all 5, you're not just purchasing 1. So all 5 are actually included in this as well, and they're quality. So you've got the wonderful silky base there, and of course the tapered sizes. So right the way down from large, I suppose, to the smaller. I can't give you the exact gauge, but I haven't known a single ring that hasn't fit on one of these display stands. Already we've got Mel, Fiona, Geraldine, Jennifer, Linda, Sue, Yorkshire, and Elena. Don't get to bring it to you every single day. Let's bring those price tags in for you. So those of you on the phone lines who are shopping with us for your early bird can get involved. £6.95. Okay, I don't mind telling you this whatsoever. That's working out at £1.39 each. When I used to buy the stands, not just the ring ones, but you know, sometimes the trays, the ring trays, the busts, etc. They used to be double figures in many occasions. I used to pay sort of £10 for a bust. And the ring displays that I used to buy used to come in tens in actual fact, and I'm absolutely certain that I used to pay double that price at least. So you're pretty much probably bettering a wholesale price right now, in my opinion. Just going by my own personal experience. If you can find them cheaper elsewhere, then obviously go elsewhere. I personally haven't seen them anywhere near this price tag. Well done to every single one of you that's checked out. I've still got web bidders who've got it sat in their baskets. I'll keep everything crossed for you. £6.95 for 5 individual stands. I'll pop that by there, Sheila, so we don't squirrel your ring away. Stay where you are on those phone lines and you will be successful. Congratulations to you, £6.95 only. Moving on though, box number 10. I'm excited to see these. Both Kim and myself, and I'm sure Sheila will agree, has never seen anything like it. Pearls, wait, pearls, but they are formed. They're not reconstructed or reconstituted to look this way, or not into crosses. Wow.
That saves you some time, doesn't it? How lovely to make.
I love it. Look at these. They've formed. I don't know how it's done. I've never seen it before. I've never ever seen it before. Have you?
Oh,
aren't they amazing?
I mean, wouldn't they look? They look great, just stranded, because they've got little arms that will join, really, haven't they? You know.
And these are natural, like I said.
How they were born, created.
I love the fact they've got that really beautiful, and they are different sort of shapes. So this one's a little bit shorter, obviously, because they're totally natural. These haven't been reconstituted like a shell pearl would. This is how they formed within the mollusk. But I mean, look at the size as well. I'm thinking, how can you imagine that mollusk with this inside? Surely it would take over. Wouldn't it actually take over the inside of the shell? You are getting 5 pieces as well. I've never seen these before. They have been on our mid-show and on our late show. Never been on the morning show though. I'm just thinking these sewn onto maybe a piece of lace or something like that. Fabulous, or just restranded, as you said, Sheila.
They would look very organic, wouldn't they? And
yes.
Very easy for anybody that's new to jewellery making to actually make a necklace, keeping it quite simple, really, but very effective when it's. Yeah, gorgeous.
I mean, look how sizable they are. Just wire wrapped.
On its own, yeah, absolutely.
I love that. I love the fact that they are so obscure, I suppose. And you've got that beautiful pearlescence. These are totally and utterly natural. They're not reconstituted to look that way. They could be kisses as well. Hello to you, Northumberland. Hello to you, Yorkshire. Lovely to have your company. Got some new buyers there. Oopsie. These are amazing. I'm actually sort of spellbound by them because there's no drill hole in these. So maybe get some wire wrapping, your 0.25 or your 0.4. Would you suggest, Sheila? 0.4 or 0.25?
It always depends on the hole in a pearl, really, because
there's no holes in these.
Oh, sorry, no, there isn't in those.
So just wrap it round.
Just sort of wrap it round and then make a loop from it.
They're really organic, aren't they?
They are great on your materials. I mean, I've got a bouquet here that maybe somebody who wanted a bouquet with an even more really religious sort of, you know, sort of feeling to it, then could maybe use it on a bouquet. Or,
absolutely.
Or on you could use them with the T-shirt material with the backing foundation. All
of which is coming your way a little bit later on. I mean, if you're not particularly religious, rather, you know, the fact that they have got that really organic nature, I mean, that's absolutely a draw for me. The fact that they are so unusual and quirky. In all of my years in this industry, I've never seen pearls form like so. Never, 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 never. Have you? No. I've seen your Baroque and your Keshi pearls, absolutely. I've seen your Biwa pearls, I've seen your culture pearls, I've seen your freshwater pearls, I've seen your shell pearls. I've never seen... Oh, I'm getting so carried away. I've got to bring the price in, haven't I? All 5 we're bringing to you for less than £10. Weren't expecting that? No, nor me. I wasn't either. That's £1.59 each.
Maybe for Christmas as well, to stick on top of a box. You could put them on top of little
boxes.
That'd be lovely. Yeah.
How about sort of on your jewellery box or something, you know? Exactly, Debbie makes those jewellery boxes. Yeah, on your Christmas cards, Chloe's suggesting.
Yes,
wow, I tell you what,
idea.
Chloe Jones,
yes.
I can't wait for my Christmas card from you. If you put genuine gemstones on the front of your Christmas cards.
Well done, Chloe.
I'm expecting an awful lot from your Christmas card this year then. Pearls!
That would be gorgeous.
Am I not getting one?
With some nice, you know, the cream shredded paper that you can get, just stick them on top of there on a Christmas card. Beautiful.
I'm absolutely spellbound by them. They're amazing, aren't they? Turn it round like so if you want to, whichever way. Love these pearl crosses. They remind me of a little ghost. Great for Halloween. Oh, I love that. They do like a little Casper.
Like a little dagger.
You could do a little face on them, couldn't you?
You could.
Maybe put some spinel, glue some spinel on the front. Ooh.
I'm going to a Halloween party. I think I might.
Ooh, amazing. Yeah. Check out as soon as you possibly can. Never seen them before. And they're absolutely amazing. For less than £1.50, did you say, each? 59, I beg your pardon. Beg your pardon. Okay, moving on to box number 11. Now, again, these are incredible. From the 8 o'clock hour. 8 o'clock. Ooh, all of these. This is limited. There are less than 50 of these available. They are your sterling silver spacer beads. 56 pieces in total. Is this it? No? Number 8. Oh, that was me. This is coming up later on. My bad. I obviously clearly haven't woken up yet. Bear with me, bear with me. Sorry, Kim. No, it wasn't. It wasn't your accident. I think it was just me. I totally registered that you said 11, but I didn't go to 11. Moving on. Here we go. So we'll come to those. They're your crimp covers. Producer Kim wants this bundle. Look at the size on those beautiful large. I've never seen those spacer beads before. They're huge.
I think they're such a fabulous thing to have in your stash because they just make your sort of jewellery go that bit further as well.
Yeah.
And they also I mean those sparkly stardust beads are one of my favourites.
Aren't they amazing?
They
Look
are
at that.
Absolutely fabulous.
They really add that sort of diamond-like bling to it, don't
glitter,
they?
Yes.
How they add
yes,
paparazzi flash, I suppose, without the investment of diamonds. These are all little faceted beads. So you've got little faceted beads here. I'm just having a little look. There's 50 of those. And then you've got 8 of the large.
And they are a good size, aren't they?
They are. In fact, they're 8mm.
But they look, from where I am now, they look so much bigger than an 8mm. If you put an 8mm pearl next to that.
Oh, 6, I beg your pardon. Where am I getting 8 from? I'm not with it yet this morning. I beg your pardon. It's 8mm. The trapdoor's going to swallow me up in a minute.
Yeah,
it's
the
because
red chair.
The 5 o'clock alarm, you know, it's like...
It's rather
hasn't woken me up yet. Right, so let me start again. You're getting 6 of the large 8mm rounds. They are the biggest that I have ever seen here at Jewellery Maker. And you're getting 50 of the 925 faceted spacey beads as well, both of which create a totally different look. You've kind of got your satin and silk, haven't you? Satin and silk, gorgeous, gorgeous performance of luster, very Italian chic, aren't they? Especially that gorgeous texture. I mean, that's a charm in its own right in my eyes. Just one of those slotted onto a chain. And Chloe, do you know how many times I've referred to your necklace? I didn't say it to you directly, but I did clock it. You've got a necklace which has got kind of like almost spacer beads, sort of thread on, haven't you? It looks, and I've commented about 4 times about your necklace on air, just saying just thread it through and you can replicate Chloe Jones's necklace. Where did you get that from, Chloe? Do you mind me asking? Oh, is it from that place in London? Do other charms and everything like that as well? Yeah. So you can recreate that look. Have you got a sterling silver chain? Thread these on, and you're replicating well, a luxury brand jewellery piece essentially, aren't you? I've got a piece of jewellery from that establishment, and believe me, I know how expensive it is. Know exactly how expensive. It was gifted to me. I didn't actually pay for it. So replicate that look, still using the same precious metal that they do, and still using that wonderful, wonderful texture. The finishing touch, the largest of your satin balls that I have seen, and of course we've called them beads rather than balls. I suppose that makes more elegant sounding, isn't it? And then you've got your faceted rounds, 50 of those. There's an awful lot of your sterling silver, that satin and silk kind of contrast between the two of these beads. So again, just recreate something with a sterling silver chain with this if you wanted to, or add them to a charm bracelet. Kim, have you found anything on that website? My producer Kim's just saying, you know what, I'm gonna have a little look on our competition, I suppose, for how much one of these would be as an individual charm. Well, it's gonna be huge, much more considered than the price for all of what you're seeing right now. But you already know that. If you didn't, you wouldn't be on the phone lines right now. For those of you that have never actually been into that establishment, which I'm sure you have, many of our jewellery makers are well, basically, you do your price comparisons, excuse me, as much as we do. I don't mind going into shops, not because I'm going to buy anything, but just because I want to go and have a look and share with you sort of my feedback on findings of individual pieces. You can do that as well. Have a little look on the World Wide Web, fountain of knowledge, and you can search near and far, UK, USA, all over the world, price comparisons for the same 925 sterling silver with that very Italian-inspired design. So you've got 8mm rounds. There are 6 of those in total. 50 of the smaller rounds, and we are going to be bringing it to you at an incredible early bird price at $14.95. I'm suggesting that just that one with maybe a gemstone on the bottom, would that be £15 in most retailers? And then some, wouldn't it? Without shadow of a doubt. How about on just a stretchy bracelet? So those of you that are thinking, well, this is 925 sterling silver. My Links of London charm bracelet is stretchy. It's elastic, and then it's just got basically loads of spacer beads on there, and then you attach your charms to it. It actually pinches the little hairs on my back on the back of my arm. Yeah, just if you multi-bought on this, use these. Well, you probably wouldn't need to do that either, would you? Keep the large and then sort of intermittently dot the 50 smaller faceted rounds, and you've created a beautiful charm bracelet, or just a stretchy bracelet if you wish. And
also, what I would do, because the spacer beads are so beautiful, I would make a beady bead.
A beady bead with the small ones.
Quartz, yeah, tiny ones.
Oh, with gemstones.
With gemstones, and then put one of those either side, and then carry on maybe with some chain, and then put a charm on the end of the chain. But how lovely would that look?
Really.
And therefore, you could probably get two, maybe 3 bracelets out of the.
Absolutely, it's going to go that bit further, isn't it?
Definitely.
Because they are substantial. If I turn one like so, you can see that's going to go through satin cord, leatherette.
Yes.
It's going to go through, well, probably even your kumihimo if you do a smaller one, isn't it?
It's a very, very large hole, isn't it, in there?
Lovely. So, and even if you do use it with a finer link chain, it doesn't matter. It's just going to move around nicely, so it's going to create a lot of movement. Very show part, that. Leave that with you. Congratulations to every single one of you. Just £14.95 for in excess of 50 spaces. Well done to every single one of you. Moving on, box number 1, Kim says. Gemstone tubes. 2 tubes. Tubes. Now, there's a lot of gemstones in these tubes. Oh, there's a lot of colour too. There's a whole lot of colour. We don't bring you nearly enough strands rather of these gemstones, don't you think? Where they've got that multicolours, you've got your tanzanites, you've got your yellows, you've got your morganite colours, you've got your peachy tones, you've got your reds, you've got your aquamarine blues, you've got your amethyst purples in there. Now, this is all your dyed quartz, but it's a great opportunity for you to acquire all of those different colours and acquire them plentifully, because there's a lot of gemstones in these tubes. They're quite deceptive in actual fact. I won't tip them out at present because I'll be here all day. However, you've got 400 carats. It's at least going to work out at, what do you say, double the length of each tube, don't you think? At least, bearing in mind that there's probably about 4 on each level that you're seeing down there. This is a big quantity auction. We've got plenty available within the vault, so therefore we will squeeze those prices for you, minimum margins, as we always do here at Jewellery Maker. We were talking about stretchy bracelets. I mean, this is absolutely perfect. It's also all ages, don't you think? So my niece would love to actually play with these. I would certainly create jewellery with these. Shall we open one? Get ready to count these.
I think they're great for children as well.
Yeah.
The colours, aren't
Wes,
they?
can you grab this, because it's I've just put hand cream on, so I've got slippy hands. And don't be shy.
Some plastic in it.
Don't be shy, Wes.
There you go. Look, I've got mine down for Jess and Lily. They won't be watching.
Have you written them down for Jess and Lily?
I've written the code, yeah.
Well, there's quantity, so you should be. Thanks, Wes.
Brilliant.
He's a good one.
Stocking for Christmas.
In the stocking for Christmas.
I must put not sweets on those.
They aren't sweets. They do look a little bit like sweeties, don't they?
They are gorgeous, aren't they?
Aren't they lovely? You could separate them. So hang on a minute. Let's get those out there. More your Paraiba colours. You could do a rainbow graduation. I love the fact then you've got your neons. Look at these. Look at the yellows.
Well, a friend of mine, her granddaughter she's 12. And she's Ava. Hi, Ava. You won't be listening to me now because she's at school. But she's a mini gemologist.
Oh.
And she's got Steve's books. She collects the gemstones. And I always buy her something for her birthday, which is on Christmas Day. So I'm going to put one down for
there we go.
As well.
She'll love these, won't she?
Really will.
It's your gorgeous quartzite, which given the fact this gemstone has got quite a rough crystal, it means it can really absorb colour well, and adopt colours really well. So that's how quartzite brings you some of the most glorious colours. I'm in love with these. I mean, that's so 1980s. It's taken me back to the days where I used to wear the fluffy neon socks. Do you remember those days?
I had a dress that colour when I was about 9.
Did you?
It was like a chiffony colour, a chiffony material.
Chiffon neon
My dad
yellow.
made it, yeah, and it was that colour.
Wow. Was he worrying about you by the side of the road?
Well, I wouldn't be missed, would I? Exactly, yeah. Yeah, we both had, yeah.
I love that trend. I'm glad that hasn't been brought back in. You know, the fluffy socks. And then it was fashionable to wear one colour and another. So like yellow and a pink or yellow and a blue, etc. Yeah, I used to steal my brother's because my brother's a lot older than me. And because I didn't have as many colours as he did, I used to wear his. And halfway up the leg, really, by my knee, really, would be where his foot, you know, the heel of his foot, so I'd have a weird lump. I was really, really trendy when I was a child, as you can probably guess. Now, these are gorgeous, and you are getting 2 tubes, so there's multiple gemstones, great for replenishing your stash, and great opportunities for you to cover various different colours. Should be £6.95 for just the 1 tube. So you're getting both tubes this morning. For £6.95. Aren't you glad you wrote down that code?
I certainly am.
Aren't you glad? I mean, all you need is a tube and then some stretchy elastic, and you've got a wonderful, wonderful stocking filler.
Can I just say that if Jan's watching, because Jan bought me some pearls last week, so
yeah.
Can I just tell her that I'm leaving it up in the office for her the minute?
Jan, sorting you out, leaving it up in the office. How many bracelets do you think we could make out of 1 tube?
Gosh.
At least 4, surely.
Mm.
And how much would you sell them for?
And if you buy the spacer beads that we had earlier on, just putting one of those in the centre.
I'm thinking, you know, at the Christmas table, have you got children coming round this Christmas? You know, sometimes they get, after their dinner, they get a bit bored. They get a bit bored, and if in my house we weren't allowed to leave the table until until everybody had finished. Quite right, I think. Quite right. So we used to sit there after your Christmas crackers are all done and dusted and you've done the silly jokes. You need to keep those kids entertained. Great way to keep them entertained.
Have like a secret Santa.
A little secret Santa. Yeah. Give them genuine gemstones to busy with on the table.
And some elastic, a reel of elastic, and there you go.
That's it, you're away.
You're away.
For less than £10. Hello to you, Susan, Jennifer, Carol, Dawn. Hello to you, Jackie, Leslie, Julia. Hello to you, London, new buyers. Welcome. Yeah, great opportunity for anybody that's new to Jewellery Maker. These are genuine gemstones. All you need is some of our threading material. Julian Dorset is saying, I loved the 80s fab music, and you could wear whatever you wanted. You could, couldn't you?
You certainly could.
I mean, I was born in 78, so I would have been little. But do you know what I was playing the other day? I put it on Facebook actually, because it reminds me of my sister, so I get a little bit nostalgic. But I was listening to Tapao. Do you remember Tapao? No. China in your hand.
Oh yes.
And you have a little bit of heart and soul.
It's still so popular, isn't it? The 80s.
Yeah, I was doing the housework with a bit of power in the background. There's lots of air grabs. Get your messages in. What was your best fashion faux pas? Oh gosh, I've had so many. Which one were yours? Sorry, Chloe Jones, you're admitting to what? Jogging bottoms that used to have poppers all the way up to your thighs. What, like a baby grow?
Oh, do you when you think?
God, I tell you what, I could go. There's so many angles that I could go from that. I don't know what these popper pants are, but there's so many routes that you can go. Don't forget the neon headbands. Yes, like the sweatbands and wristbands. Well, what was that all about? What was the neon headbands all about?
No idea.
And the massive shoulders.
Oh, the shoulder. Oh, they used to come out here. I look and I think, what on earth did I wear those for? And I went to, I was a godmother to my friend's daughter. And I can't tell you what I wore. Well, I am going to tell you now. Have we got time?
I'm very grateful that I was never a bridesmaid in the 80s as well. I was very grateful that I was never a bridesmaid because they had those big puffy shoulders, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
Big puffy shoulders.
Yeah.
I was looking back at... Funny, I think tomorrow, this is something we've all got to do, and I want to see them on Facebook. On my presenters page, and we'll bring ours in. Kim, you've got to, and you, Chloe Jones, you in tomorrow? We've all got to bring in an embarrassing picture in.
I think that should be on a daily basis.
I was only looking at you. I mean, I've got loads.
Oh,
I insisted on having my hair cut really, really short, so I looked like a boy through most of my childhood years. Really short, I did look like a child. A boy. I did look like a boy.
I think we all had short hair at some time, didn't we?
Yeah, mine was like almost shaved. Yeah. Like a probably lurchin, I did. Yeah, let's do that. What's your finest fashion faux pas? Let's get your text messages in 60777. It can't just be us here.
This is going to be good.
It is going to be good, isn't it? It is going to be good. That was number 1. Let's bring you. Oopsie, I dropped one. Sorry, Wes. Number 7. Oh, speaking of beading threads. Every time that this has been on your screen, by the way, it's sold out. Every single time. Back by popular demand. Oh, I can understand why. They're gorgeous colours, aren't they? Use these to ignite, I suppose, gemstones of these colourings. You can create some fabulous vintage designs. Did I hear never been on the morning show? Never been on the morning show. You've got a wonderful dusk. I love this colour here, don't you? It's like a gorgeous dusky pink. Gold, silvers, you've got bronze colours. There's that dusky pink I was referring to. You are getting all 5 spools. That's 250 metres in total, so it's going to go an awful long way. For those of you that are amazing at creating pieces with beading thread, sort of like your Gemma Crow's DVD, then this would be fabulous for you. Can you imagine sort of the collar pieces, the floral sweeps and swoons, add them all together because they are complementary of one another, aren't they? But always a sellout. Never been on your morning show. However, back by popular demand. So what does that tell you? It's sold out. It has sold out time and time again. We also don't get to bring you the threading packs individually every single day. I think for the past month, I don't think I've brought one single beading thread bundle at all. Since I've been back here at Jewellery Maker. Some of my fellow hosts or presenters might have done, but I certainly haven't. Well done to all of those of you that are already on the phone lines. County Down, Berkshire, hello to Northumberland and Caroline. A very good morning to each and every single one of you. Can you do, with beading thread, I'm pretty sure I've seen various designs by guest designers. Can you sort of, like a ribbon, curl it?
Yes, you can.
You can? Yes, I thought I'd seen that.
Yes,
so sort of run it along the edge of a knife, would you?
Yes, and it goes in like a coil.
Goes in like a coil, so you could create, imagine creating like a floral design.
And also it's lovely plaited, because if you do 3 strands, and then what you do is you take 2 of those strands and then you pop it through a gemstone, and then you take the outer one and the inner one that you've just used and pop a gemstone, so you've got like this alternating crisscross.
That's lovely.
And using the different colour threads would look gorgeous.
Well, it's very Russian wedding band style, isn't it? If you use like the pink or the yellow and the silver together, it's very Russian wedding band, and there's other designers that do use those trio of precious metals. Not saying these are precious metals, they're beading thread, obviously. We have got multi-buyers on this, and I'm not surprised. It's the first time I've brought you a beading thread bundle.
And to crochet and to knit with as
and
well.
to crochet and to knit with.
Yeah.
I mean, what crochet, knitting, macrame, beading, kumihimo,
all of those things.
All of the above, all of these different mediums. If you don't know what those are, go onto our website. You can get DVDs for all of those wonderful techniques. And of course, given the fact that this is a bundle, we'll bring it to you at a saving, but always sells out. So back by popular demand. Hello to you, Leah. Hello to you, Dawn. Hello to you, Paul. Hello to you, Susan. Hello to London. You're there. There's many on the telephone lines. You are getting all 5 spools, which totals over 200 metres, 250 to be precise, so it's going to go an awful long way. How much do you need for a standard necklace? Well, probably, let's see, 18 inches, which is about 46 centimetres. If you want to go more elaborate, or you want to double it over, obviously you're going to use more, but it is going to have a longevity to your stash. And of course they do slot next to each other, so they're going to be tidy awayable. I'm making up words now. Yeah. Yes, Chloe, tidy awayable. Is there anything wrong with that? It's good England. I thought so. They're very tidy awayable. How would I say that properly? I can't think. They're very neat. Yeah, that would be better, wouldn't it? That would have been a lot better. I prefer tidy awayable. Let's bring that price tag in for you. Be on those phone lines. Congratulations to you, June, Brenda, Sylvia, Sue. Hello to you, Farial. Hello to you, Leicestershire, Teresa. £6.95 for all 5 spools. That's working out at 2 pence per metre. £2 and a metre. Well, hang on, I was just working out the average is 46 centimetres, so you can get at least 2 necklaces. That's a penny a necklace. Penny a necklace. Whilst you're dialing through, let's hear about your fashion faux pas. Rah-rah skirts with neon leg warmers. Leg warmers!
Leg warmers, yes.
They were amazing, weren't they? They were amazing. Love that. Sue has said, morning ladies, are the 80s fashion. Cord pedal pushers with a frilly shirt. Adam and the Ants. What does he do? Prince Jamin. Wasn't it like this? Prince Jamin.
Sarah, she loved him.
My brother loved Adam the Ant. Sharon and Devon, am I embarrassing myself? Ah, well. Puffball skirts with horizontal striped tube tops and leg warmers. I thought I was such a cool teenager. I love that. I love that.
At the time.
Well, we were, yeah.
Well, I mean, I can go even a long way before that, but...
I was in the 80s. I would have been maximum of 12. So, but yeah, I'd certainly made. I used to copy my brother and sister. What was the other one? Pixie boots. Do you remember pixie boots?
Yeah, we still get those now, don't we?
Pixie boots, yeah, they're in fashion now, aren't they?
They've gone out, have they really? I don't think.
Jumpsuits that used to get into every orifice.
Oh gosh, and that silky material,
Yeah, they were not flattering, were they at all?
No,
they used to really cling to every single lump and bump. And even at 12, they used to cling to lumps and bumps.
And the high hair.
I love this. I love this conversation. Stay on those phone lines. Congratulations to you. Okay, moving on to number 8. Oh, these are huge. Wait, have you seen that detailing as well? I'm going to show you from a distance, and then there is... Lapis lazuli, less than 100 of these available. These are sizable, and they are covered with those pyrite inclusions, those speckles of gold, which is of course a huge addition to its value when you have got such reflective pyrite. Instantaneously we've got web bidders on this. Very dramatic boulders. These aren't nuggets. These are boulders. These are boulders of them, aren't they? Absolutely amazing. I've never seen their size before. Would you wire wrap these? Would you suspend these maybe from a 32-inch chain? Lovely, Carol says in Bedfordshire. I agree. And those are, you might have heard this story before, you might not have done. It's going to be a sellout, I've been informed, so stay where you are on those phone lines. Dial in as soon as you possibly can. Don't abandon those calls on the back of that. We're just saying there's a lot of interest already. We haven't even touched the price point. I saw a statue, and forgive me if you've already heard this story, but it is about lapis lazuli, so that's why I'm saying it again. It was about this big, probably about 3 inches big, and it was... And let's just say a not very well carved elephant. I could make out what it was, but the quality of the lapis lazuli was amazing. So it had that Arabian Night blue with all of the pyrite, but the carving itself was quite poor. It was in an antique shop, £500. It was 3 inches tall, £500. And the value would have been in the gemstone rather than in the actual piece itself. I'm not saying that's what this would be valued at. I'm not qualified to do that. Wait, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it?
Look at that detailing.
Gosh. That would one you pick out straight away to do a pendant, wouldn't you? With?
Yes.
Gosh, that's beautiful.
I don't know if every single one is going to come with that, but I've only just noticed it on this strand. Isn't that unusual?
That's a one-off, isn't it? I've never seen in all the strands we've had of that shape in any gemstone, anything like that.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Even when I turn it round, I just love the texture. Look at all that wonderful pyrite, flashes of gold. Pyrite is one of the most lustrous of your gemstones, and with lapis lazuli, basically you get 2 gemstones in one. Hello to you, Kathleen, Janice, Linda, Christine, Denise, Vivian. Hello to you, Leicestershire, Jana. Hello to you, Wendy. Hello to you, Bridgen, Teresa, Sharon, Susan. Hello to you, Faye, North Yorkshire. Lots of you choosing to multi-buy. We had a double figure quantity, 24 by 15 right the way up to 36 by 23 millimeter. I don't think you're going to believe the price, though, I'm being informed. I'll be honest, I can't remember what this is going to. This is hands down one of the lowest price points I've ever seen of lapis lazuli. I mean, even if these were 6mm plain rounds at £6.95, that's an amazing deal.
I mean, imagine how you would pay it, I don't know, at least £3 or £4 for one of those.
Yeah, I'd pay that for one of those.
You would. Well, you do.
And then some.
You do.
750 carats of lapis lazuli. Let's ask the question, have you seen 750 carats on one strand previously before? On our website, we go right the way up to, what, 30 odd pounds? £30? We can't find anything of that carat weight on our own website. So outside of these 4 walls, who knows? I bet you weren't expecting that. Not surprised at all the web bidders were getting involved instantaneously. If this doesn't sell out, then I need to stand on my head. I need to run around the studio, because that is absolutely, do something basically obscure and wacky, because I'd eat my hat if this doesn't sell out. At £6.95, that's an absolutely astonishing deal. I mean, it's not lapis lazuli, which is so dark it's almost black, so you can't see the pyrite. Quite the opposite. You've got that very definition of Arabian blue. It is like the sort of stars in the sky, isn't it? Alive with activity, and we've really got up close and personal with every single one, pretty much, haven't we? And I've still got some behind at the back of my hand, obviously, that I'm holding on to. Every 360 degrees, every angle is smothered in your pyrite inclusions, which is, of course, what you want. Big, sizable boulders. These aren't nuggets, they're boulders. Just one as a statement pendant, maybe one of those on some sort of threading material that you've just seen as a simple bracelet, one as an incredible cocktail ring, which would really, 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 well, command attention. We've got people buying 3s and 4s, not surprised at all. Alison, hello to you. Kathleen, hello to you. Christine, Margaret, hello to you. Sussex, Jenny, Patricia, Mary, Staffordshire, Maria's just booked 4. It is going to be a sellout. Well done to those of you that have been successful. I know.
I honestly, hand on heart, cannot say that I've seen lapis lazuli of that size for a very, very long time.
No? At any price point, for that matter?
No.
No?
I really can't.
Box number... Oh, this is just so beautiful. The quality of this beryl. It's a long strand. 32 centimetres in total. You've got aquamarines, you've got heliodores, you've got goshenites, you've got morganites. Look at the pinks, particularly the morganites. Well, actually, how can I say particularly? Look at the aquamarines. There's double figure quantity of these. And okay, did you love your lapis lazuli? Again, this should not be associated to the price that it is going to. Isn't it gorgeous? I'd love to see this in just restranded with those silver spacer beads that we brought you earlier on. This with maybe the moonstone strand that we've got coming up later on. That would be amazing as well. This with the pearls that we've got coming up within this hour.
Pure sophistication, and
it really is so class, isn't it?
It's class.
It's real class. Be on those phone lines. Listen, personal recommendation from me, from one of the most prolific gemstone families in the industry. Beryl does contain some of the most significant. If you think about emerald, you think about aquamarine, you think about morganites, you think about your goshenites, your golden beryls, etc. These gemstones command hugely considered price points. Prices on our own website, so comparing with ourselves right now, goes right the way up to $79.95. This is 60 carats of faceted rondelles. They're 4x2 up to 5x2 millimeters, and they are natural. So they're not heat treated. We've got already about 15-second wait on the phone lines. Thank you for being with me. The web is already alive with activity. So yeah, it's going to be a sellout. We had 70. If you're on those phone lines, that was my personal recommendation. If you love your beryls, you'll adore this strand. The quality of it is amazing. It's not heat treated, enhanced in any way, shape or form. You've got that wonderful subtle pastel palette that you acquire from this gemstone family with amazing clarity. Already Sharon, Stephen, County Down, Pauline, Mary, Buckinghamshire, Jane, Sharon, you've done it. We've got Sarah, Julia, John, Jill, Vanessa, another Jane's there. Congratulations. We've got people multi-buying. Janet in Derbyshire's just joined us on the web as well. If you're on those phone lines, stay where you are. You are very close to, without shadow of a doubt, acquiring one of the best standout deals of beryl that I have ever seen. It is going to be a shock to the system. What's going on this morning? I can't talk. And my producer is bringing quality beryl at $6.95. Sheila's just got a disapproving look on her face.
I don't know. I mean,
you just do the expression that you've just done.
No, it's not very fetching, is it?
You were
like, oh.
You were going.
I mean, and we don't just say it to say it, do we?
Of course not.
We know how much the gemstones are, and to have beryl at $6.95 a strand of that quality is just purely. I can't believe it.
No, me. Do you know? I actually think, and it does happen because we are. Well, obviously we're a global business,
gorgeous.
But I actually think this could be an administrative error.
I think Kim's got her own vault.
I think this could, and it is maybe slipped through the net, maybe been priced wrong, maybe looked at the gemstone name wrong. I think the only reason that I can possibly fathom a $6.95 price tag is through human error. I don't think for 1 second this would have arrived within our vault at that price tag.
I was thinking to myself about $21.95.
Yeah,
and
I was thinking in excess of 20.
Honestly, I would have grabbed that myself for a boutique if I.
And it could have been that price, and we just still said it was amazing quality, and you still got an amazing deal.
Amazing.
It is a long
beautiful.
strand too. I mean, you've got so much on there.
Look at the
32 centimetres.
Truly, truly beautiful.
Look at the quality and the amount of faceted beryls you're getting. Hannah's bought 2, Sally's bought 2, Phyllis has bought 4, Linda's bought 2, Anne's bought 2. We've got more in baskets. I'll just quickly hold this up to the neckline for you, just restrand it. More in baskets than we've actually got left within the vault. Amazing deal, $6.95 for beryl. Got to move on. I've got 10 left. I've got 10 left and more in baskets. Well done. Wow. Wow, is it time for these pills? Okay, every time I've brought you a strand, and I'll always say when I want to buy them, they've sold out and I've missed out on the opportunity. I'm not even going to entertain the idea that I'm going to own these. But both Kim and I were in admiration of how perfectly round these pearls are. Now, I've brought you many pearls over the past couple of days. This has not been on your screens since January. They're back by popular demand. They're the perfect size. I mean, they're slightly smaller, 4 by 5 millimeters. So we're not saying they're perfectly spherical. However, use your own knowledge, your own eye, because I know many of our jewellery makers are absolute, well, connoisseurs of gemstones. Many of you train like we do with the GIA. And you'll know that how spherical a pearl is a huge contributing factor of how valuable they are. These are breathtaking. We've already got web bidders checking out. Sharon's just bought 2, County Down's just bought 2, and County Durham's just checked out. Leslie in Hampshire's just joined us on the web as well. How many do we have of these, Kim? 150. It's not nearly enough. I'm not even going to entertain the idea that I'm going to get hold of these because every time I've seen a strand with that beauty of shape, they've always sold out. I'm not just suggesting that this is going to be, well, obviously it is. It's going to be fabulous for your jewellery making needs. It's going to look wonderful in your own personal collection. I know you're going to really enjoy wearing these. Australia is with us. Hello to you, Kirsty. Leslie in Hampshire's just bought 2. Well done to you. Suzanne's with us in Norfolk. Hello to you, Faryle. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right there. Leicestershire, Pippa, Molly in Belfast, Janice in the Channel Isles, Kay, congratulations to you. Christine in Powys has just bought 2. What do they know that you don't? They know that this is coming your way at an amazing, amazing affordable price tag. But the reality is, even if this was on our screens at sort of 30, 40, even £50, many retailers would not even be able to compare to that price point. For genuine freshwater cultured pearls, we've called them potato, referring to what our graphics actually is suggesting that they are more oval. And yes, some of them might be a little bit more oval than the others, hence the measurements. However, everything that I'm looking at, and you could individually scrutinize them when you get them home, everyone that I'm looking at has got a beautiful spherical shape, which of course is a big tick in the world of pearls. Already I have got one solid column of jewellery makers who have been successful. Maria's bought 2, Linda's bought 2, Susan, Yvonne in West Midlands. Congratulations, Sean, Nan, Jean, June in Monmouthshire. Congratulations to you. If you're on those phone lines, stay where you are. In fact, I would recommend you dialing sooner rather than later. I mean, all you need to do is restrand these like they are essentially, or knot them in between if you want to make them to go that little bit further. Loving the prices this morning, Kimbo. Are you ready for this though? $8.95 for quality pearls. I mean, every single time I see a strand of pearls, and I know it might be getting a bit repetitive, but you'll have to forgive me, but every bone in my body tells me, restrand it, put a beautiful clasp attached to it, and you're good to go. So maybe you've got an old sort of vintage clasp. If you go to sort of car boot sales, often you can find them there. Restrand it with your silk thread. You could get a piece of jewellery here which is beautifully high end. Now, and that is obviously no reflection of the true value or worth. I was noticing the other day, someone was referring to the cost of valuations. Yes, I do know how much it costs. I used to have to sort of book them in, etc., the jewellers that I worked at, so I understand it is an investment. But if you do choose to have your pieces valued, what I am suggesting is it's not a bad thing. But you could easily do sort of price comparisons, couldn't you, directly? Or if you build a relationship with most jewellers, and we used to deal with sort of Oxfam and various different charity shops and give rough appraisals. So I'm sure jewellers local to you will help you out. Well done to you, Mrs. Angela. Hello to you, Shropshire. Hannah, Carol. Hello to you, Maria in Lancashire. Hello to you, Northumberland, and Jean and Nan. We're going to recap this. Currently, there is quantity remaining, but not huge amounts. So we'll let you know in the next hour if it's still available. $8.95 only. Massive congratulations to you. Gosh, time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? Absolutely flies. Let's bring you now, in fact I'm going to bring those back, the peacock pearls. Oh. So we were talking about the shape. This organic gemstone forms in various different shapes, as we've seen this morning. I've never seen pearls form in a cross before. These are your nuggets. Look how every single angle captures the light, the pearlescence coming through. Very reminiscent of a Tahitian colour, isn't it? Now these are dyed, so this colour has been dyed, and that's not a negative. Please don't think it is a negative. Many pearls are actually dyed, even the white pearls. And it gives us an opportunity to own that sort of Tahitian colour, sort of from the French Polynesia. Gorgeous shapes, and these are sizable nuggets. They're not the small, teeny pearls. And I love that organic nature, don't you? I mean, look how exquisite they are, how they lay on the décolletage, really adding different dimensions to them, 11 by 7 millimeters to 8 by 6 millimeters. So some are a little bit smaller, some are a little bit more elongated, I suppose. And of course, formed within the mollusk. These are not synthetics or plastic pearls, which would have been laboratory created. To be honest, you wouldn't see these kind of shapes if they had been laboratory formed. You wouldn't be able to see the sort of, I guess, obscurities. Well, that sounds negative, but in actual fact, I mean it in a positive way. Straight away, instantaneously, we've got Northumberland there with 4. Mary, hello to you. Kate, Pippa, County Down, Kirsty, Christine buying 4 as well. Karen, Annette, Martina, North Yorkshire, Jill, Sussex, you're with us as well on the phone lines. Hugely popular. I'm going to bring in those white pearls as well, because these together would be incredible. Lots of you choosing not just to buy 2s or 1s or 2s. Many of you going right the way up to sort of your 4s and 5s. I'm not surprised. Hello to you, Kathy. Hello to you, Karen. Hello to you, Cumbria, Leslie, Neath, you're with us as well. Congratulations. The graphics for your white pearls are on the bottom of the screen. Right now it's all about your peacock pearls, and you can see where it gets its name from, can't you? It has definitely got those beautiful dispersions of colour like the peacock bird. So I was over in India with Sarah and Steve and some of my fellow presenters, and in the hotel that we stayed at, they had, and this isn't unusual, they actually had, in India anyway, it's not unusual to see those birds within hotel grounds. And it was just walking around, it was just so beautiful. Once in the whole week did it actually show off its beautiful feathers, and it was so impressive. It is a show-off bird, isn't it? These gemstones are showing off all those gorgeous colours. Look at the call screens. Let's bring that price tag in. That's why people were multi-buying. That's why you're all thinking, yeah, okay, I'll grab this opportunity. We don't see peacock pearls every single day, especially in these large nugget sizes. Elizabeth buying 2, Yulia buying 2, Leslie buying 2, Joyce buying 4, Karen's bought 2, Janice, well done to you. Liz is there, County Atrium's there, Bertha's there, Jane's there, I can't keep up the names, to be honest. Stay where you are on those phone lines, and if you have made those confirmations and you're thinking, you know what, Elle, I wasn't expecting it to be that price tag, I was expecting it to be double that, if not more, then just dial through again, speak to our contact centre. You know it's a free phone telephone number. Well done. Keep on dialing. Brenda's just bought 2, Midlothian you've just bought 2, and out of the course of the morning, these are the only peacock pearls, right, Kim? Yeah. I think these are the only peacock pearls that we've got available. These will look beautiful with the moonstone, wouldn't they, which is coming up later.
I can see the reflection of so many different colours from where I'm standing.
It does.
I have a photograph when I was about 3 months old next to a peacock with my mum, and all the peacock feathers, beautiful. Sorry to interrupt you. We've got to move on because it is time for your Wall of Fame. Your Wall of Fame. Now we're going to bring you these as quickly as we possibly can because we are running out of time. 343 comes from, I'm just having a little look, Joanne Davenport from Middlesex. Beautiful colours, Joanne. And very, very good luck to you using your orange quartz and your crackle quartz and Zari thread. Well done. Good luck. 343, my lovely. And this is number 344, which has got some gorgeous chainmail in. And this is from Rose. And Rose says, hi all at JM, this is my entry for this week. It's a pink banded agate gold spacer beads made into a beady bead. Not 0.1 wire made into jump rings. That's so brilliant, I love that. All from JM, good luck to all in this week's draw. That's from Rose. Amazing. Sorry to be rushing. This is number 345 and it comes from Hilary in Manchester. Beautiful wire work. Well done to you, Hilary. Congratulations on exquisite work. Keep those entries coming in and fingers crossed the draws later on. 345. And this is number 346, which is an extended ladder weave, which looks absolutely gorgeous. And this is from Jeannie. And Jeannie says, hi JM, please find attached my entry to the Wall of Fame. The bracelet is made of sunstone oval, smoky quartz rounds, 0.4 wire and gold spacer beads. And that's best wishes from Jeannie. Thank you, Jeannie.
Absolutely incredible. The draw is coming up a little bit later on in the morning, so make sure you do stay tuned. And if you do hear your number, we've got the first kit coming your way. We've got more amazing bundles, so don't go anywhere. We've got beautiful lace coming up as well and your beautiful bouquet. So we'll be back after this.
Did you know that no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one postage and packaging fee?
Did you know when you book on a Jewellery Maker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our Jewellery Maker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre.
Pearls are classic. I mean, who doesn't love pearls? You look at them, they look elegant, they look classy, and they make elegant, classy jewellery when you're creating with them. I think right from the whitest of white pearl to the peach pearl, they're always stunning, and anybody can wear them. They're one of my favourites. You see them, don't you, in expensive jewellers, covered in diamonds. Diamond and pearls are the classic duo, and that's why I love pearls.
Pearls are always a huge seller on Jewellery Maker, and I think it's because there's a huge amount of emotional attachment to them. I think whatever walk of life you come from, whatever your age, you always associate pearls with maybe someone who's worn pearls before you, maybe your grandma, maybe your mum. So there's always that emotional attachment to pearls, and they can be classic, they can be contemporary, they can really be whatever you want them to be, and definitely one of my favourite gemstones.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Welcome back, everyone. Lovely to have your company this morning. My name is Elena Barker. Now, it is the first of your beautiful designers' inspirations, and this is very gem heavy. The moment I saw it this morning, I said to Kim, I want to buy this. I want to buy this. I've started, let you into a little bit of announcement, I suppose. Guess what I was doing yesterday? And I, true to everything that I said, and Sheila will back me up on this, I was making bridal fascinators. I'll bring them in and show them to you.
Girl. Good.
And this kit is already, I'm thinking, oh gosh, yes, I could create fabulous designs like such and like such, like such. This is very gem heavy. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at the different strands that you've got within here. Amazing pearls, beautiful double strand of moonstone, all different shapes. You've got rondelles, you've got your rice shapes, you've got your heart hematites just here, you've got faceted rounds. I will get them all off the stand, put them on the back of the hand so you can see closer basically. But the reason why this is appealing to me is it's got those beautiful golds and silvers, wonderful golds and silvers. And how many strands in pearls in total? 4 strands. Firstly, can I start with my personal favourite? The sheer size of these rondelles. They nestle beautifully up against one another. Aren't they perfect? And I would say these are probably, and I am using my eye, about 8mm. 8 by 5, yeah, thought so. So big, sizable pearls. Then we'll team them next to some gorgeous baroques. So within the baroques, you're going to start seeing wonderful formations, how they've actually grown within the mollusk. You can see wonderful indentations, I suppose, whilst maintaining that potato shape. Now look how perfect this strand of pearls is. These are elongated rice pearls, so you've got that teardrop effect. Perfect for earrings, suspending them. And I'm just looking across at Sheila's pieces of jewellery, and she's done exactly the same. Use that shape for your wonderful cascade earrings. Then we've got another strand of pearls, which are your silver pearls. I mean, if that was the kit alone, I'm sold. I'm sold already. These are 8 by 7, so very close to being those perfect rounds. Exquisite, don't you agree? With 4 strands like it is. Well, let's add some other gemstones to it. Look at this. Faceted, puffy hearts in your gorgeous hematite. To add that sparkle, to add that bling. Then you've got your faceted rounds in that silver colour. I mean, look how they're capturing the light. Did you just see that paparazzi flash? That bling coming from your faceted rounds. And last but by no means least, you have a double strand of your moonstone, so to add that real crisp linen sense. Doesn't have to be bridal. This is without shadow of a doubt. Every single one of these strands I'd wear individually or layer up like Sheila has done, and she's going to show you beautiful inspirational pieces throughout her DI as well. And you're going to be bowled over by what Sheila has actually created, particularly one piece in particular is really grabbing my attention. So in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you actually count your moonstone as a double strand. Individual gemstones, gem heavy, great for replenishing your stash, particularly with your high-end gemstones, perfect for the festive period. Let me bring that one back in. If you love creating that little sense of sparkle, if you love to wear sparkle over the Christmas period, then this is great for you. I mean, just one of those hearts on simple findings, and you've got something really elegant and beautifully romantic, haven't you? One of those hearts maybe with one of your rice beads. They're all complementary of one another. Neither or are going to be, you know what, that doesn't work with this, or vice versa. It's all made part and parcel by Sheila's fair hands, put together for you today to grab Bouquet of Happiness, and more importantly, get it at an amazing deal. Our should-be price astounds me. £38.65. I mean, that's amazing for the quality of pearls here. For the pearls alone, that's an outstanding deal. For the pearls alone. This morning, you're getting 7 strands. Pure and simply because you're watching this morning, you're getting it at £29.95. That's working out at £4.57 per strand. Sorry, 27 pence per strand. I beg your pardon. I mean, £4.27 for those big pearls that I started with. £4.27 for the silver pearls. £4.27 for the hematite. £4.27 for any of these. It's just, you know, that wouldn't be something we'd have on our website at that price point individually. So the best possible chance for you to get those beautiful, crisp linens with that silvery sparkle, that wonderful luster from your hematite hearts at the most affordable price. We have guest designers who always tune in for our bundles, tune in for our kits, tune in for our designers' inspirations, which of course you're about to get, and wonderful tutorials that Sheila's going to be working with us step by step through. Using as well some lace, which is coming up a little bit later on. But if you are a pearls girl, if you love your high-end gemstones, if you love something that's going to migrate through all different seasons, then this is the one for you. Now, I did just admit that I want to get this. How many do we have available? Less than 100. 78 is not nearly enough to go around. That's what, working out at how much per £3.50 per strand. £3.50 for the nuggets. £3.50 for the elongated sort of teardrop pearls. Genuine pearls. These are not shell pearls. These are not shell pearls. None of the strands. They have not been reconstituted. These are genuine cultured pearls. I mean, if they were shell pearls, that would be an absolutely amazing deal. Look at the quality of your silver, your rondelles, your faceted hearts, your faceted rounds. 78 isn't nearly enough. I mean, you could just restrand them. What kind of price point could you command if you do sell your jewellery? I know that is a minimal outlay for maximum profit. How many people would love to wear pearls as a gift? And it's quite a simple technique, which I know if you went onto our website, you can see pearl threading. You can certainly buy the actual silks to rethread or restrand your pearls as is. We've got a text message into the studio. Wow, wow, that's a fab deal, and that's from Polly in Cheshire. Isn't it, Polly? I totally agree. I'm just thinking, and I'm going to take for 1 second, just because it is a little bit shorter, just take these and twist them round. I mean, how amazing. This is very, very, very high end. Look.
Wow.
Oh, I need this in my life. I need this kit in my life. If it's not checked out of your basket, then I will be getting it myself. I will, and I'm going to be commissioning something like that. We will be coming to Sheila's DI in just a moment. She's going to talk you through an amazing design. But before we do, you need this. So if you've got the kit, fantastic. If you're on those phone lines, stay where you are. Don't abandon those calls, because you're going to need this as well for Linda's fabulous creation. And sorry, Sheila's fabulous creation. You know what, Sheila, I know there's going to be people who are wanting to replicate this as well. This is your t-shirt yarn. So that wonderful soft fabric, which is quite stretchy, and you can create some incredible sort of three-dimensional designs, and it works beautifully with the kit that we've just shown you. You've got a dusky pink, you've got a gorgeous green, you've got a peachy colour, a white, a pink, and then what you're not seeing at the back here is a gorgeous blue as well. I mean, there's a lot of it. I mean, this goes an awful long way, doesn't it?
Loads left. Absolutely, yeah. It does go a long way. And what I do, I undo it, and then I just cut the sort of cord that's in there, and then I do, you know how you used to roll the ball when you, well, I did when I was younger for my mum, when you used to have the sort of, it used to come in shanks like that.
Yeah.
And I just roll it in a ball, so it ends up sort of.
So just opening that out,
yeah.
This is just one.
There's loads of it.
There is loads.
There is loads of it.
I'm thinking fascinators. I'm thinking, do you know what's all the rage right now? Is those headscarves, you know, sort of snoods? Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
That's what Chloe was thinking.
You could knit them. You could have
the sort of headscarves.
Yeah.
Really. We were talking about the 80s, weren't we?
I'll tell you what looks lovely as well. It's if you wrap some wire and make a long sort of coil, make it hollow, make it on your big rod of your gizmo, you can actually put strands of those through, so you've got a layered cascade of like wire, and then with the
I love that,
with the t-shirt material going through, there's just so
it's
many
got a
different
real
designs.
softness, and I've got to, I'll be completely truthful. This is the first time I've seen the t-shirt yarn, and when somebody mentioned to me in Jewellery Maker the other day, oh, t-shirt yarn, I was like, pardon, t-shirt yarn? Are we making jewellery with t-shirts? And I was like, you know what? It really works. I don't mind saying, yeah, it wasn't what I was expecting. I was actually expecting sort of scraps, I suppose, torn, essentially. Just one of those. Look how silky it is. Can I show the piece that you've just literally popped into screen there? And we will be going. This will be coming up in a DI as well. Look at those patterns, rose-like designs, aren't they? This is what we'd call a bib, I suppose.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and then with the silver lace.
And the silver lace underneath. Again, we have got that coming your way. I mean, there's a couple. You've got a few gemstones in there as a detail, so it's a great way of making your gemstones go a lot further and creating that wonderful colour. All the rage, absolutely all the rage, sort of the bib designs, aren't they? And going by what you were saying, you've got loads and loads and loads left. Well, just one of these threads, and it's sort of 360 degrees. So you get, on your yarn, you're probably getting, I can't count them, there's tons, but just one of those yarns, would you be able to create a flower out of that one yarn?
Oh, yes, definitely, which I'm going to show later.
So that is actually coming up a little bit later on. Fabulous. So I've never
Gorgeous
seen it before, never
well.
actually seen this, the t-shirt yarn previously. Beautiful pastels that are going to go with so many different gemstones. We should be at £29.70. Once you get this bundle, it's going to go an awful long way. This morning, though, Kim is on form. She's on it this morning, so she wants you to grab the best possible deal. How many pieces of jewellery can you create for £17.95? I mean, you've just said there, Sheila, that you've got tons left.
Tons of it left. And what I love about that bundle, it's got like your pale pinks, it's got your pale blues, it's got your pale peach, pale lilacs, the greens are pale colour, the gorgeous, gorgeous colours. You can knit bags with them, you can crochet bags, you can crochet shawls. You can do so much with them.
You've used this with both kits as well, haven't you?
I've used the white with the bouquet, and then I've used the turquoise and some of the just peach colour to make the necklace, and with a little bit of the lace.
So there we go. I mean, that tells you it's gone an awful long way. Meters and meters and meters of your t-shirt yarn, and again, you've got your aquamarine blues, you've got your morganite pinks, or peachy tones rather, rose quartz. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Congratulations to each and every single one of you. But before we go anywhere, look at all of these wonderful. I need to buy these as well, because again, totally and utterly inspired by Sheila. I saw that lace, we were saying it could be a garter, it could have been a headdress, and I was doing a bit of research online as well, because my very good friend Hannah is getting married, and of course Sheila, member of the family, is getting married this year, and so I'm feeling a bit weddingy at the moment, and this could create a fabulous, fabulous necklace for a bride, or an occasion I would wear without shadow of a doubt. So
I've just pieced a couple of pieces together just to show that you could have that as a feature. You could have it, I mean, I did run out of the glue that you use, so it's not as stiff as it could be, but you could have that just as a feature piece going across your wedding dress
sewn
with
in there.
some gemstones on.
Doesn't need gemstones, does it?
Not
That's
really,
amazing.
no. If you've got like an ivory dress and you're sort of teaming it with your golds, then it's a gorgeous way of doing it, and it's literally just held together with some of our glue.
Pieces, and
just 2 pieces. So, you know, the
amazing.
lace is beautiful.
It is beautiful. I love these as well. And there's so many different variations. Let's show a few of these. So this is the rose. I'll hold it up maybe to the neckline would be the best, because then you can actually see. You can actually see the shapes. I'll do it like. So that's like. You could go sideways. This is probably be more horizontal. I'm just trying to get actually on the skin. So maybe like that would be better. So it's going to wrap around. Other way. You want to do it that way?
Other way.
There we go. Quite versatile though. You can put it any which way, can't you? Then you've got sort of quite decorative collars. Now that's a real bib design. In total, you're getting 20 pieces, not just of your gold, but also of your silver. One of my personal favourites out of our lace packs, and I can see it just here, is a wonderful butterfly. Now, we should be £36.80. This is one of the biggest savings of the show thus far. Should be £36.80 for 20 pieces. Beautiful lace, £19.95. Yeah, I mean the work that goes into actually commissioning. I mean, look at these little cherubs.
That's the gold and the silver. That's
the gold and the silver.
Gosh.
£19.95. I mean, you can stitch onto this. That's something I was doing the other day, just stitching some pearls on, and it's very easy to do, isn't it?
It is very easy, and to stiffen it, it's very easy. And if you dry it on your radiator, it dries within about 10 or 15 minutes.
Really?
Again,
it's something that's been added to my order. I love the lace that we actually have.
And you can cut it into different. That one there particularly, I've used that in the bouquet and used it as little sort of flowers, and I mean, the edge of that, beautiful.
Yes, you could. You could just take one of those flowers and use it in the bouquet again. We're going to be using.
I've done loads.
Done loads and loads and loads. Gorgeous. Loads. Should we show you? Should we do the big reveal of your bouquet? Oh, it's amazing.
You can hold it, can't you? Yeah, you can.
Look at what Sheila has created using t-shirt yarn, pearls from the kit, gemstones from the kit, and this wonderful lace. Look at this. Isn't it amazing? Isn't that fabulous? I mean, that's what I would totally expect a bride to walk down the aisle with and feel and have something that they can keep.
And it would cost you, I mean, all I've used is a shank of the white, and then I've just used bits of the lace, not large quantities, and the pearls, some of the pearls, because I've made other pieces. So you could probably make that bouquet for something like $6.95 probably. That's how.
Really?
Yes.
What have you actually created that structure with?
I mean, all of the that you have to buy from a florist.
Okay.
And it was £3, and it's just as you see, I've covered it with ribbon. It's just got a handle, and then it's got some oasis on the top, and it was just £3.
Can I just say, I can remember what wedding bouquets, and I know how much they cost. My friend is a florist. They are hundreds of pounds.
They are, yeah.
Hundreds of pounds.
I mean, and I'm not joking when I say that's how much it would cost, because you can see what gemstones are left that I've made up jewellery with, and the lace is quite minimal in there. So you could make a lot of bridal jewellery.
I love the fact that, I mean, because, they die within what? Well, they're not obviously not going to last forever, are they?
No,
are they?
absolutely.
But, I mean, how lovely would it be to keep this as well? And, you know, if you are traditional and you like to do the throwing of the bouquet, maybe get some flowers and then do that, but have something that you can keep as well. I think it's gorgeous. I'm really excited because this is what you're actually going to, you're going to show. Chloe's asking me to do the walk.
The walk, okay.
You want me to do a walk? This will be me. This will be me. This will be me.
Yes, I will. I will.
I'll run down the aisle to my man. He knows that. He knows that. He knows. Yeah, because if I haven't seen him for a night, I'd be running to him. Oh, that's amazing.
Shall I leave that there? Then I can just...
Yeah, let's put that here.
If I pop it there, then I can just sort of show...
Shimmy these round, and I'll move that pot for 1 second.
Is it working?
Right. Right, let's spread these out so you can actually see all your gorgeous pieces. So you're going to be demonstrating, your DI is this wonderful bouquet.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Using the t-shirt yarn, by the way, which is still available. Still available, graphics on the bottom of your screen, and your bouquet of happiness. So, and of course the lace, but you don't have to use the lace, do you?
You don't know. You don't
have to use anything.
You don't have to use anything. But because of the yarn and it's just so beautiful. And I thought I am going to do a bouquet workshop. I think because it was just so easy to do, and I think it wouldn't be a problem for anybody, no matter what level you are, to be able to make it.
Yeah.
And that is the satin that came out of our satin bundle that we have. I don't know whether we have any left, but that was just a piece I had, so I just covered it over.
Yeah.
I covered over the oasis and just sort of wrapped it round and glued it and then put some ribbon on. So
okay.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna sort of pan across all your wonderful pieces of jewellery because you've created a pendant with those wonderful teardrop pearls.
Yeah. Just something
very vintage, this, isn't it? Very, very, very vintage. Then you've got just a pair of classic drop earrings. Look at those. So including your hearts, including your rice beads. Then you've got some wonderful rounds here. Simple on a shepherd's hook, but so elegant. And then a combination of various different gemstones, your silver pearls, your rondelles, your potato pearls. In that layered piece, and lots and lots in the bouquet. So really, really excited about this demonstration. This is all coming up. So I'd have never thought of using t-shirt.
No, neither would I,
fabric.
to be honest, until I was, I thought, right, and I mean, you can trim, what I'm going to show you now, it'll come out bigger, but I trimmed all of these back and used some sharp scissors, and you can trim them as small as you want to, really. But it's a great way of, and a cheap and very economical way of making a beautiful bouquet even for the little girls, in their poses.
So I'll hold this for you while you demonstrate, because I'm really excited about I can't remember how to make pom-poms.
Have we got the overhead camera working?
Yes.
Oh, we have. Right, here we go then. So what I've done is cut 2 sort of, excuse the shape, it's a bit difficult with cardboard, but the better is to have a harder cardboard, but I didn't have any. So, so this is out of some cardboard I had in a box. So I know you can actually buy the pom-pom shapes, but all I did was cut 2 half moon shapes, okay? And then I put in the middle a piece of the t-shirt material, because that is what you're going to draw the pom-pom together with and to actually make it. And then you just put the other one on the top, okay? So you've got these two ends here. And then just, this is the bit that you have to sort of hold quite firmly. And then as you can see, I've done the sort of the shank of the wool and wrapped it around into a ball, okay? And then, I must stop saying okay, so tell me off, nudge me if I say that. So I'm going to start wrapping. I'm going to secure this first, and I'm going to secure it not too near the end. Okay, so I've got a grip on that, and I'm going to hold that there. So if you can see, I've now hooked the yarn onto that, onto the card. I'll turn it that way so you can see the dark bit. Okay, and then what you have to do is you've got to wrap this yarn. This is separate from your two. Don't forget to leave your 2 sections dangling there that have gone inside the card, and then just literally start to wrap
round and round,
round and round and round and round. Now you've got to do 3 of these, 3 layers. Okay.
Now whilst you're doing your layers,
yes, I'll do the layers,
because we have got some more lace to bring you as well, including some pearl threads. So if you wanted to, if you're thinking, well, like Eleanor, I also want to sort of restrand those pearls, we've thought of that too. You've got various different colours, these wonderful dusky pinks, silvers, and also more of a caramel tone. It includes the needle, so these do come already threaded. This is very limited in stock, by the way, so do get involved as soon as you possibly can. You're getting 3 of the natural silks. Then you've also got your Teflon thread, which I love these colours. Look at that. It's like a gunmetal grey, and then a sort of more biscuity cream, I suppose. Like sort of antique-y cream a bit more. Those are coming as well, including the 3 natural threads. And also, you've also got this wonderful, first time I've seen it, look at the colour of these laces. They're more of a...
They're more a sort of a gunmetal.
A gunmetal colour, yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, whilst we're bringing very, very, very bridal, look at this colour, I love these. Very vintage in terms of its design. You've got multiple, again, all the different variations of shapes. But it includes your silk thread, so comes with the needle. If you're one like myself that can't thread silk,
I have to say,
onto a needle, then it's already covered.
I have to say the needle is in there, and it's amazing. I did a bracelet when I was on the last show with you, but we didn't have time to show it, did we? But it's so easy to actually knot your pearls. If we do get time today, maybe I could show that, because it is very, very simple, and the needle doesn't come out of the cord. It's brilliant, it really is.
Lovely, aren't they? I mean, it's a great way of including gemstones onto fabric as well, because I'm not a talented jewellery maker, but I have sort of been starting to do some jewellery making. In particular, I love this, the bridal sense. So just stitching onto this is so easy, isn't it? We've got simple, smaller and larger sizes in that gorgeous dusky grey. All the different sort of, there's a little cherub here. This is almost like a stained glass window, that one, isn't it?
They are so gorgeous, and our quality of lace is the best.
Do you think?
I did, as I've said many a time, I did do, before we actually had it, I did send off for other pieces, and I have to say they were good. I'm not saying they weren't, but these are. They have that. They have got
that real silk, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
We should be at £28.15. That's where we should be, including the 3 spools of your pearl silks with the needle, comes already threaded and attached, and of course your Teflon thread, £14.95. So you have got, how many pieces of lace do we have within this? 10 in total, and there's various different sizes. So if you're thinking, okay, well maybe something, I tell you what I saw in a bridal magazine the other day. I'm just picking up one, the one that comes close. It's this kind of look.
Yes, yes.
Where the gemstone, it's very 1920s,
Yes, it is, yeah.
you know, where they have the gemstones sort of threaded in then as well. Really, really beautiful, isn't it? And sort of into the hair or down even if you see brides with long hair, sort of lace woven in with the gemstones, fabulous. And of course, all of your natural silks coming through, and they are 100% natural. 2 meters on each of these spools, and your Teflon thread, again, this is probably one of our most popular threads that we have here. You can macrame with it, you can kumihimo with it, you can bead with it, you can embroid with it.
It is brilliant, and as I say, for pearl knotting, it's the best. It really, really is, and the needle's very, very strong. It never breaks.
Oh, fabulous. So, stay where you are on those phone lines. Okay, back to you, Debbie. So you've done your pom-pom.
I've covered those sort of half moons all in the sort of white t-shirt material, and the ends that were going through the piece of cardboard just really, really tight.
I'd totally forgotten how to do a pom-pom.
Really, 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 really tightly. So I've done that once. I'm going to do it again, and then what I would normally do is pop on a little bit of glue just to sort of make sure that that's secure, but I'll do another knot for luck just to make doubly sure. Okay, now I've got some very small scissors with a long pointed end here, and I'll move those strands out of the way that you've had, and then you've got to cut in between the cardboard sections. Okay. So if you find, because there's 3 layers, you will have to sort of, it does take a little bit of time, but as you can see how the pom-pom's going to form, and if I open it up, you can actually see that I'm going in the middle of the card. Ooh. So you just have to be a little bit patient, but you can see where the shape is coming, can't you, and how it...
You do need quite sharp scissors, don't you,
for this?
You do
need very sharp
But then with
scissors,
all fabrics you do, don't you? So if you have got fabric scissors, which do tend to have quite a sharp edge, they'll work brilliantly.
And try and get to it sort of section by section, because if you try to grab too much of it, because you've got like 3 layers on there. And the 3 layers, you could do 2 really, but the 3 layers just give you that fullness in the flower. And as I say, I do actually cut them down. So I'll try and go as quick as I can. I'll start at the other end, so it's sort of...
a little bit of tension in that whilst we're doing that, so you can have a little look. You can really start seeing how Sheila has incorporated the lace into it, just cutting individual flowers out, and these are simply glued onto the actual fabric itself, and you've got some wire weaving which has just been put in. I'm going to give this a go. I love this design.
Wow. I'm glad. Really glad.
Well, I said to you the other day, didn't I, that I said you've inspired me, Sheila. I'm going to start having, and I will bring them in. I will bring them in to show you as well. If I can do it, then anyone can do it. I mean, I was quite crafty when I was younger. You know, I did art A level, so I was quite crafty. And I kind of thought, why aren't you doing it, Elle? Because I used to sell jewellery, I've sold jewellery for all my working life, really.
There we go.
So, why not? So I'll show you my designs. When I feel confident enough, I will.
And I think patience you have to have as well, you know, because you don't want to rush things. So then take out your discs. You can see there your discs. So take out your discs.
And where you've tied them, there.
Okay, and now find your centre. So take no notice of this, how it is now, because that's when you have to have your sharp scissors, and then you just trim. Okay, now I trim these back quite a bit, so...
Could you, if you made your half moons a little bit smaller?
Yeah, you could, but if it's too small, then you won't be able to wrap your yarn round.
Right.
So this is... I mean,
so you just literally tidying them up.
I've literally cut it back now, and you can see how it's sort of starting to shape. But as I say, I mean, even when it's on it, I've still been trimming it, you know, until I was quite happy with the size that I wanted. And as you can see, that's coming on now.
Whilst you're trimming, whilst you're trimming, let's show you some sterling silver. And I gave you a little bit of a sneaky peek of these earlier on when I thought these were coming up. Now, there's 100 crimp covers and 100 crimp tubes, all 925 sterling silver. They're absolute must-haves, aren't they? We all know that. If I just tilt them forward, you can see beautifully lustrous 925 sterling silver. When you're looking at the kit, just that we've just brought you, high-end high-end gemstone strands, then obviously you can, well, I'd imagine you're going to want to use 925 sterling silver along. We have got a triple figure quantity, but it's not huge. We've got 125, or rather we did already. We've got confirmations being made. Do not be surprised if the majority of our jewellery makers don't just choose to get one, they choose to multi-buy, because these are absolute must-haves. And one thing I did experience, and during my, well, yesterday, like I said, I was busy creating a couple of hair combs, and I was thinking, oh, you know what, I haven't got any head pins, and I had to make my own head pins. It's really infuriating, isn't it? And I had to make my own, so I didn't make my life easy for myself. So they are must-haves, and I guess that's the first time I've ever really properly made jewellery with wire, or using, or wanting to use findings, and not actually had them. So I can imagine it can be quite a repetitive occurrence, I suppose, for those of you that make jewellery on a regular basis. Your crimp essentials, you're 100 in each, so the covers go over the crimp beads.
The crimp beads, that's where I've never got enough crimp beads.
They're decorative as well. Maybe you could use those as spacers, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Can easily use those as spacers. And again, can I just, sorry Wes, can you just pass me that black tray? Just because then I can tilt them out for everybody at home. Thank you, lovely. Thank you so much. So let me just tilt these out, because I think the crimp spacer beads rather are actually individual. Sorry, the crimp
as well.
The crimp beads can be spacer beads, don't you think?
Hang on, have I got
and the crimp covers, for that matter.
They look a little bit larger, or is it just that my glasses are not as good as they were? But they do look larger, the crimp beads.
Oopsie. Let me hold one up, because they are quite large, these.
And sterling silver is so soft, you won't have any trouble putting those on your crimps. They are so soft. They are so brilliant to use.
We have got multi-buys, 3s and 4s. I'm being informed on the web. I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, very malleable, so they're going to really close over. In fact, I could probably do it with my tweezers. You can't really make jewellery without, there we go, with just a bit of tension. There we go, and it's finished. Look at that, perfect spacer bead. It took little to no oopsie, so much so that I just pinged him across the studio. Little to no tension whatsoever. But I love the little crimps as well. I mean, they could separate gemstones. I'm imagining this was maybe some of your high-end gemstones, just separating them out. Really going to give that professional finish, isn't it? It is the attention to detail here. And beautifully polished. 100 of each. Lots of you choosing to multi-buy. I'm not surprised in the slightest. We'll bring that price tag onto your screen. There's a lot of sterling silver here. There's a lot of detail which can be added to your wonderful creations for £16.95. £14.95. Kim said £16.95. Actually, she went, yeah, it's £14.95 this morning. I mean, I can totally understand where you're coming from, Sheila, when you said you're always running out.
I am, and that's genuinely. I'm always going. Mind you, I have separated them now. I've kept all my finding packs that I have got.
Yeah.
I keep them together so I know that the crimp beads will be there, because as much as I try to keep my boxes tidy, they do sometimes get a bit.
Yeah, of course.
But I have been to the point where I've been doing this in my box, and I find one, and I'm thinking, I found one. So you can never, ever, ever have enough. And
they don't always, they're not guaranteed in stock, are they?
No,
particularly the 925 sterling silver. In fact, we haven't seen sterling silver crimp covers for ages, have we?
I do love working with those, because they are so soft and easy to put on the top. So.
I'd love to see just maybe 5 of those crimps with a couple of beautiful small rondelles, maybe some of the black spinel. Or faceted rounds in between, spacing them out. So you've got the lustre from the sterling silver next to the lustre from the spinel, or maybe the diamonds that we've got as well. If you've got any of the high-end strands, well, any gemstone, the pearls that we've just seen, separate them with the pearls. With the hearts would look amazing as well, wouldn't it?
I mean, really, if you were to buy all of this, you'd have so much to last you such a long time.
It would, because you've got...
And they all go so well together, don't they?
Well, if you got the threading pack earlier on... and you've got these crimp covers, and okay, you might need to throw some findings in there as well, but hopefully you've got some of them in your stash. You've got all of those pearls within the kit, and of course your hematites and your faceted rounds, and maybe you've got one of the lace you're good to go for surely at least, what, 20, I'm guessing, but probably, what, 20 excess pieces?
Oh,
more than that, because there's 20 lace.
So much
20
more.
lace. Right, we'll get back to your demo, my lovely. So you've done your pom-pom.
I've done my pom-pom, okay, and I've trimmed it. Now, I will trim that a little bit more because I want it just a fraction smaller. But then what I've done then is I've actually made a little pearl section to go inside, okay? And to do that, I use 4 for the main centre of the bouquet, which you can actually see there. Hang on, where are we? There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. You can actually see the 4, if I turn it round, you can actually see that there's 4 pearls inside that little, the flower there. So to do that, you literally just get 4 gemstones, sorry, 4 of your pearls. Can't see on the white really. Okay, I'll pop another one on, because I just put that one in the middle.
And what
already.
gauge wire have you used?
Always 0.4, always. For the twisting.
Okay.
Always. Now, there's 4 on here, so all I did was just, when I'd got the 4 on, I just literally twisted it, okay? And then just cut off one of your ends there, because you've got 2 and you only want 1 to go into the, okay? So there you've got your 4 pearls on the end there. And then just trim that off. And then that goes in the centre, which I've already done now. And then that
threaded
pushes
it through. Literally threaded it through.
I do actually pop a little bit of glue underneath there as well, because obviously with a bouquet, you know, it will get sort of picked up and put down and thrown around and things. Not thrown around, but you know what I mean. They do get.
Well, it might be thrown. If
well, it could be, and if you're lucky enough to catch it, you know.
Yeah.
And then what this is another one that I've sort of partly done. I mean, I haven't trimmed this properly yet because. I like to get all of the flowers in, and then just push.
Oh, using the wire.
And then just push the wire to pop it in, okay? And then just trim it round again so that you get it to like a smaller pom-pom, and then start to add some of your lace and some of the little hematite hearts. And then to actually, you can sew with the lace, but I have, whoops, oh, that's come out because it hasn't had any glue in it, but. And actually the wire's not that long in this one, I cut it too short.
Okay, I love the way it just pokes in.
It just pokes
the squeak of Oasis goes right through me.
Does it?
Yeah.
And then just pop on some wire through your lace. Leave that there. There you go. Put it there.
Text message for you, my darling, from Beryl in Manchester. Wowza, Sheila, your bouquet is truly amazing, fantastic shit. Oh, it is, isn't it? I totally agree. I love it as well. We've been raving about it for days. We have been raving about it for days.
I was just so pleased with it because I'd never done a bouquet before. So, you know, for me, I was just so chuffed with it.
And it really, t-shirt yarn is not something that you would think wedding bouquet.
I mean, you could as well. There is a rose in the middle. There's a little rose in the middle of the bouquet, which is done with a t-shirt yarn as well, but it's like a little flat rose.
Yeah, just wrapped around and round and round and round.
Just wrapped round.
I tell you what we have got as well, which you might want to include. I love this. These are a beautiful shape, don't you think? Your pyrite.
Yeah.
Can you imagine those in there as well?
Yeah, you could actually.
Or maybe you've got the gunmetal lace. This would really match wonderfully. These are your half moon or crescents. Every time these come onto your screens, jewellery makers, they absolutely, I'll just move that for 1 second.
Sorry.
They absolutely fly. We've only got 70 of these available this morning, your pyrite puffy moons. I can imagine, if you got Linda's kit the other day, those tinks, those little charms. Can you imagine a little tink charm from there? Oh, I want to see tink charms with these pyrite moons. Or
that would be like, you know, the films, the Dream.
Yeah, that's it. DreamWorks.
DreamWorks. When they've got the little boy, where you could,
yeah, where the little boy sat on the crescent.
Sat on the crescent.
Love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Or, you can really create some sort of wonderfully whimsical, enchanted sort of story background sort of pieces with this, couldn't you? Multiple half crescents here as well. 320 carats in total. You've got gorgeous gold and silver. It's a combination of the two colours, isn't it? Your silver and your gold with your pyrite, and totally and utterly natural. It'll match beautifully with the kit just that you've seen, so it works wonderfully with all of the pearls and all of the hematites. Works wonderfully with so many different beading threads. Quite steampunky in terms of its design as well. Your half crescents, and if you were lucky enough to get hold of those Tink charms, you need to get hold of these. I really do think you should. 20 by 15 millimeters. They could be individual charms for a bracelet. They could be individual pendants. It doesn't have to be just used as a moon. You could probably create a sort of wonderful scalloped effect, couldn't you?
You could,
around the decolletage,
absolutely.
quite 1920s, which is something we were talking about last week as well, all about the shapes and curves.
You could also use 2 strands of beading thread, and then you could take some gemstones across the top. So you've got your one thread going through the half moon, and then you've got another one coming across the other way, which you then thread back with some gemstones on. So you've got this like
alternating,
like a mirror image.
Yeah, love that idea, love it. Or cradle gemstones within the actual crevice as well. They're absolutely beautiful and so incredibly versatile, aren't they? Already many on the web and on the phone lines. I'm not surprised at all. Any of our carved flowers or shapes or hearts or stars are always hugely popular. They fly out. I mean, these look fabulous in your bouquet,
wouldn't they? They really would. So I've just done a little bit of lace as well, just to show.
Okay, we'll get back to Sheila's DI in just one moment. For those of you that are on the phone lines, well done. For those of you that made those confirmations, congratulations. Aren't you glad? Because this is just £7.95 for you this morning. I'll count them for you as well, just quickly. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. There's 20 on this strand, so approximately 20 pyrites. You'll be getting their pendants, ready-made pendants, or create sort of that sculptured effect, like a scalloped detailing. That's working out at just 40 pence. 40 pence per gemstone. Again, solitaires, you can wire wrap around them. Given the fact they've got quite a dimensional shape, would that mean that you can grip onto them quite well?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And of course, drilled through both sides.
So as I say, if you use two strands of your beading thread, you can do lots of different. You can actually follow it going that way, or you can maybe put them straight across, going through the top because you've got 2 strands of it. So the world's your oyster, really.
World is your oyster. We'll get back to your DI. So you've done one flower.
So I've got the flower in.
Sorry, I just got a squeak of the oasis then.
And then what you can, I thought I'd put my needles in, but I hadn't. So, but what you can do, and what I have done in this bouquet, I've actually just threaded some wire through some of the lace petals. So, and then just pull them together, and you can do that with those little flowers that we showed next to the cherub.
Yeah.
That one there is
oh,
one
yes,
of the
you've
flowers.
taken a little...
Yeah, cut them off. So then you can actually pop them in.
Sorry, it's just the squeak of the oasis. It goes right through me. Oh, I can still hear it. I can still hear it.
There you go. So
it looks so beautiful. Do you know what? I would suffer for it because it does look so lovely.
So if we turn that round, you can see how it's starting to go round. So you then put another flower at the side and put some more lace. So you're actually building and going round the shape of the bouquet, and then just look at it, right, what will I do now? I mean, I just followed it round. I also made some leaves, which you can see in here, if I show you. I'll put these are the little leaves that we've got a tutorial on the website, so you can actually go on and look at the tutorial. And I've made 4 of those with these gorgeous...
Love that.
They're absolutely, they've got such sparkle on them.
The dimension, I mean, this is so vintage. I can imagine,
it is actually, yes, it is.
So shabby chic weddings are all the rage, the way I've seen in bridal magazines where you've got the sort of milk crates essentially, aren't they?
Oh, with all the milk bottles,
with the milk bottles and the flowers and everything.
Yeah.
I think it's really beautiful. And then brides who are maybe like a friend of mine down in Wales got married only a couple of weeks ago, and she's a farmer's daughter. So she arrived on the church on the back of a tractor. They decorated the back of a tractor, and her venue was actually on the actual farm itself. So it was all quite rustic, and it was so beautiful. So I can picture her wearing.
It's different, isn't it? It's special.
Yeah, using something like this. It was quite relaxed, and she chucked a pair of wellies on later on in the evening. It was just beautiful. So yeah, you've just you build it up.
You build it up. So also there you've got your lace. And if you can zoom in, you can see that I've made another little section of the pearls. Okay, so you've got the pearls in. And then what I did with the little hematite, which are the little hematite hearts. We've got those there. I don't think I've got those out.
Out of the bundle that we've done, rather your designer inspiration?
No, yeah, out of the designer inspiration.
Here we go.
There's some tiny
Oh, they're
little
hanging
hearts.
onto your crescents as well.
Now,
we've put that at the bottom of the screen if you do want to get hold of this, if you just tuned in. But before we go any further, I just need to recap these because they have been hugely popular. We had a few requests. Can you let us know how many of these are remaining? We had only 150 of these pearls. They are beautifully, beautifully spherical. There's approximately 30 of you with it in your basket. Do check out as soon as you possibly can because that doesn't mean that you've been successful if it's sat in your basket. It basically means you're showing interest in it, but you haven't quite committed. It's a wish list, essentially. So make those confirmations because for the second time this morning, we're about to bring that price tag on your screen. And this very well, in fact, it more than likely will be the actual sellout, determining sellout of this strand. I haven't even entertained the idea of getting hold of this strand, and I want it, believe me, I do. But because I know it's going to be a sellout, that's why. Do I want to get it? Of course I do. But do I think I'm going to get it? Two different entirely questions. Look how beautifully spherical they are. Wonderful freshwater pearls, which are totally natural as well. They're not dyed, which often you find pearls are sometimes bleached. These haven't been bleached at all, and perfectly spherical. And some of the most affordable pearls currently, I'll say it again, and I've said it time and time again, here at Jewellery Maker, when I first arrived about 3 years ago, our pearl strands would be sort of at least £20, the reality. Our pearl buying has got significantly stronger because we're a bigger company, so we can buy more essentially and negotiate a finer price point for you. So you'll be amazed that we can bring these to you this morning at just £8.95. Can you understand why 30 plus people have got this in their basket? Make those confirmations though if you want to guarantee yourself success. They won't hang around for very long. Work beautifully with the lace. Work wonderfully just restranded on some of the silks that you've just seen within that last bundle. Thread them on to any of those lace. It is going to be a sellout today. Kim was just saying, yeah, Elle, there's a flurry on the phone lines and web bidders are starting to check out now. Well, you've checked out already. I can see, and the reason why I'm looking over there is I can see the call screen and there are pages and pages and pages of you. But we're down to the last percentages within the vault. Once they are gone, they're absolutely gone. We will, of course, endeavour to bring you more pearls in the future. However, 4x5mm, that's not a size we see every single day.
It's certainly not. No, it's certainly not.
Not the 4x5. I've seen bigger pearls more often than I've seen that size.
And what I like about these is they slot in so well everywhere. You know? And they're just you can make the flowers which I do with them. You can make lovely rounds with them. You can actually intersperse them into if you do a round section on some wire of pearls. You can slot some tiny ones in between and have like a star shape. So they are a must to have, and for £8.95 it's just unbelievable.
Amazing. And we were talking about sort of what material you can use to actually rethread all your pearls. Yes, you can rethread pearls with your beading thread as well, can't you?
Indeed, yeah.
So if you wanted to create sort of that, what's quite popular right now is using beading thread with an alternative colour. So the sort of dusky pinks or the golds in between can really add an amazing amount of contrast to your pearls. There's 250 meters within this pack, and they do stack away nicely, so they're very tidy. You can maintain order within your workshop or within your working area, shall we say. This is backed by popular demand. Last time we brought you this assortment and variation of colours, they did sell out. You do get all 5 spools, so I haven't seen the pink before, and I love that pink.
It's a lovely
love
pink,
that pink.
isn't it?
It's like a dusky pink. You can easily put that dusky pink into your bridal bouquet.
You could do whatever you want. You don't have to have the white. I mean, that's the lovely thing if you buy the yarn, because you've got so many lovely colours, and a lot of them are bridesmaids
alongside
colours.
the pinks and everything.
So you can alternate with your bridesmaids with the colour of your theme of your wedding. So yeah, and it's just so economical.
Absolutely dazzling. Yeah, really economical way of getting your beading thread. In particular, these colours, which work wonderfully with all of your wire as well, don't they? 0800 644 655 is the number to call. If you're just tuning in with us, we are Jewellery Maker, and we bring you certainly some of the most affordable opportunities. Our bundles, that's what they're designed for. We put more into them so we can squeeze down those margins. But these are, without shadow of a doubt, some of our most popular. Lovely to have your company this morning. Congratulations to every single one of you. And it will thread through your pearls, won't it?
It will indeed, yes. It'll thread through everything, really.
Everything.
Yeah, and also if you've got a larger, as I said before, if you've got a larger gemstone, then you can do lots of strands of these and create cluster effects.
Yeah.
So and these are the little hearts that I used. If I can just show that, these are the little hearts that I used to go in the bouquet.
So you've,
well.
oh yes, I didn't see those. Yeah, I can see them now.
So
They're just twisted together to suspend.
I've done 3, and then I've done the twist quite sort of firm in the middle, so it gives it that little bend there.
Yeah.
To pop in your bouquet, and then you put all 3 in.
So you've just built it up progressively.
I've just built it up progressively. Yeah. These are the little hearts, if you can see them going through. There's a cluster of them on each of the little lace petals. So, yeah.
How much of the lace did you actually use, do you think?
Well,
minimal amounts?
I mean, you can see I've cut all of the one with the cherub.
Yeah.
I've cut all of the little flowers, that one there. See
Yeah.
that one there on the end? So I've got those flowers in, just those little flowers, and then I've just picked out some of the centre flowers on. So I've used minimal.
So it goes an awful long way. And look at what you can create. So if you know anybody that is getting married, listen, how about gifting them? I mean, that's a lovely gift, isn't it? That they can keep, maybe even decorate the tables with these in the centerpieces.
It's just never ending, really, is it?
It is.
You just have to go outside and think about it. And I mean, I was chuffed to bits with the bouquet, because I thought, wow, you know, what an economical way.
It really is. Of using your gemstones, and of course then after the day, if you wanted to, you could take some of the pearls out and make some pieces of jewellery with that as well. I'd love to see these in the centre of a table.
Yes, they would. Yeah, exactly, a table decoration. You could make your flowers, and yeah.
Absolutely fabulous, don't you think? Thank you so much for that. And we will take pictures of this bouquet and obviously upload it to our Facebook page. So if you want to really get into grips with, we'll try and get some close-up shots, mind you. I feel confident that I could replicate that now as well. So here we go.
There you go.
We have got coming up Amalite. Amalite is a gemstone, so I've never seen that previously before. We've got gorgeous apatite. We've got oh my word. Incredible neon hues. We've got a brand new strand of moonstone, faceted to absolute perfection. We've got wonderful bundles coming your way. We've got more DI inspiration with the lovely Sheila. Don't go anywhere, because we'll be back after this. Oh my.
Join our guest designer Sarah Elvin for some fantastic braiding techniques in her new DVD, Braiding Edition 1. This DVD includes the basic elements for your braiding: a spiral half hitch, a fishtail braid, a half hitch round, a half hitch braid, and finally Charlotte's Web. Watch this DVD and create some fabulous jewellery with ease. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Moonstone is an orthoclase feldspar. It has a white body colour and often shows brilliant blue flashes of light. These flashes are caused by alternate layers of albite and orthoclase within the stone structure. As the light hits these different layers, it reflects back, giving us a really interesting adulorescence. Romans believed that this gemstone was formed directly by moonlight, and we can see that in the surface lustre of this gemstone. It really is reminiscent of moonbeams. Moonstone reached its height of popularity during the Art Nouveau period. Famous jewellers such as René Lalique used moonstone in many of his pieces.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
Did you know that the Jewellery Maker phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm really excited to be with you this hour, well, every hour today, but in particularly to be talking about this one gemstone. We have got Amalite coming your way. This is easily, hands down, regarded gemologically as one of the world's rarest. It's a one locational gemstone, and the reason for that, because this gem, has it ever been on your screens previously before, by the way, at Jewellery Maker? Kim is saying I've never seen it. Well, I've had the privilege and honour of bringing it on our sister channels. This is a gemstone which forms from basically an extinct prehistoric creature, which was kind of snail-like basically, but a giant snail. Within a location which is to the north of America, North America bordering onto Canada, up in the beautiful mountains, was a lake. And the ammonite comes from the amalite creature, which, as the waters basically resided, those creatures were contained, or an amount of creatures were contained in that one location. That is how, whether it be geologically, the actual preservation of the minerals that were within the soils, have preserved the shells in that one location. So Tom, the mine owner, is a personal friend of ours here at Gemporia and the Genuine Gemstone Company, and we deal direct with Tom. That is how we get some of the finest possible grade. This gemstone is graded very similar to that of your tanzanite. You can have single A, you can have no A's whatsoever. The finest grade is double A+. What does it need to actually have that exemplary grade? Haven't even shown it to you yet, and already we've got connoisseurs on the phone lines. The reason for that is because you know how scarce this is. I totally get that. Is 3+ colours. So you want to have more than 3 colours showing. Also, the iridescence is really, really important. So it can be quite scaly, this gemstone. So if you see a sort of scaly-like texture, that's less desirable. What you want is that gorgeous swathe, that wonderful movement. Can you also see how those colours migrate? And I was only referring to it the other day, wasn't I, Kim? Where you actually have a migration almost of your colours. So can you see more than 3? Yeah, definitely. Your blues, your greens, your reds, and your yellows are in within this beautiful cabochon. It is left in a cabochon, this gemstone, because of course you've got effectively the shell from the prehistoric creature, and of course the protective layer across the top. We're going to have to bring that price tag in for you. I've got no idea what this is going to. I know what it should be. I know what it should be. Are you serious? Get this, have it made into jewellery. Have it made into jewellery, or just keep hold of it, because this is a gemstone which is absolutely up there with your alexandrite. Just turning it around so you can see the other side as well. Alexandrite, your Papadachus sapphire, your zarite, without shadow of a doubt. Look at that iridescence, what we call a chromatic shift, the movement, the migration of colour. Amalite is probably one of the most significant gemstones in terms of history-wise. and geologically speaking. Deborah, Mary, Jennifer, Karen, Wendy, Mel, Catherine, Anna Lee, Margaret, Suffolk, Belinda, Kent, Essex. We're going to have to bring that price in. $27.95. Do you know, if you're thinking straight away, if you've got your Jewellery Maker hat, should I try put it down this way as well? So I'm trying to get it so you can see as much of this as you possibly can. Bear with. There. Our own sister channel brings you this quality of Amalite in gold. It's never in sterling, I say never, it is in sterling silver, but very, very, very rarely. It is going to sell out. It is without shadow of a doubt going to sell out. No two will be the same, but you will see this same quality, so AA+, so 3+ colours, and you will see that wonderful iridescence. It has sold out. Well done, well done. Huge, significant purchase that you've just made there. Incredible. Moving on to is it time? Okay, it is time for a gemstone which absolutely oozes colour. It's my presenter's pick. Now, like you and I, apatite is made with a lot of phosphorus in terms of its actual content. Phosphorus is needed for us within our bones and within our teeth. It's also needed for your bioenergetics and photosynthesis, most definitely. And in the Greek language, it translates as bringer of light. But I also think of it as bringer of life, because I suppose it has got those connotations. You think about the plant world, you think about us as human beings. It has, well, it's needed for us to even exist. Well, this gemstone contains that phosphate, which allows it to glow beyond all imagination. Sky blue apatite, the bringer of light. But this particular colour, which has got a softer, slightly more azure blue than that of your neon, or that of your green. This is a brand new strand. To get carat weights of anywhere near this size is hugely, hugely significant. The average carat weight of apatite, or neon, is 0.15. Sky blue apatite is approximately 1.2, I believe, so 1.20, I believe. I'll have to research that again, but I'm pretty certain it's 1.20, the average carat weight of this very gemstone. And look at what you're getting in this one strand. To get transparency, to get clarity like this is almost unheard of. And you have got that across the entire length of the strand. Dazzling blues, heavenly blues, as it is referred to on the Pantone chart, heavenly blue or celeste blue, which is one of the rarest colours on this entire planet. One of the rarest colours to be created by nature, so hence why perhaps it is so desired and so used by many different jewellery designers and jewellery houses out there across the world. Hello to you, Sue, Julie, Jan, Diane, you're there. You're about, well, you've done it, or you're very close to actually getting one of the most amazingly impressive apatite strands, which is an entire 30 centimetre length. It's a slight graduation, but even on the ends, can you see, they are still individual solitaires. Use them sparingly, because this has got such a rich prominence of colour, and it has actually got that intensity of light, so astonishing brilliance, because it is such exemplary quality. You only need small individual rondelles, don't you? You don't need a huge amount to be commissioned into any one piece. Use this with your sterling silver. Use this alongside maybe the moonstone, which is coming up a little bit later on, to really elevate and bring out those blues. Use it to intensify other gemstones within your stash. Use this maybe if you were lucky enough to get hold of that peacock pearl. Look at that. Look how all of a sudden the peacock pearl, which was blue anyway, and you saw definite blues in, but all of a sudden they start reflecting your sky blue apatite. Amazing, amazing brilliance. This gemstone is so rarely seen here at Jewellery Maker, but even on our other channels, our USA channel, our UK channel, we don't get to bring you sky blue. The reality is we probably see more neon apatite than we actually do of your sky blue apatite, maybe sparingly within our Gems of Distinction collection. It's a great injector of colour, and it's also a great injector of brilliance. Diane, you've done it. Glamorgan, well done to you. Julie, Kirsty in Australia, hello to you. Marjorie, Sheila, Caroline, London, you're with me. I'm going to have to bring that price tag in for you. It's one of the longest strands that I've seen of apatite. But today, because you are tuning in this morning, you are about to get an absolute bonanza deal. A great opportunity for those of you that have not actually experienced apatite in firsthand, you know, face to face, to get it at the most affordable price. I mean, because this could have been £20, £29, £39 in all reality. Up close and personal, like we are right on your screens right now, you can see the diaphanity, can't you? You can see how they gloriously play with the light, the bringer of light. It's all down to its phosphate content, so wonderful, wonderful glower. So if you actually glower, you know what I mean. Think about also your kunzite. Kunzite has got a phosphorus ability, so it's an evening gemstone. So even under the most subtle and subdued light conditions, it continues to glow and sparkle. Similarly, you will see that with your apatite, because it has an ability almost, and I'm using this metaphorically, in a metaphorical sense, almost to absorb energy and light. Sue, Bernadette, well done to you. Sue in Kent, Sue in West Midlands. Maria, you've done it, well done to you. Susan in Lincolnshire. Jackie, hello to you. Stephanie in Sussex. Multi-buyers in Middlesex, well done to you. Aberdeenshire, you're there. Congratulations to every single one of our telephone bidders who are waiting to speak to our contact centre. Aren't you glad you dialed through when you did? I think this is a length that if you just added a small amount, given the fact you've got that slight graduation, probably about 2 inches at the back, maybe more depending on the length that you want it to be, but leave it like so, restrand it. I mean, look, it's an exquisite finished piece of jewellery, isn't it? This is how I would choose to wear it. But apatite, because it is so prominent in colour, glorious, absolutely. In colour, you can absolutely separate them and use them more sparingly. And you'll still see that azure blue. You'll still see that heavenly blue. Don't you think that's the most wonderful expression? Now, I'll leave those final few with you. Congratulations, it is my first of my presenters pick. Well done to those of you who get that home. It's only going to get better when you see it in person. Moving on to number... Oh, here. So you saw your silver earlier on. Let's bring you some incredible buttery gold. Now, I've got a big quantity of these. Good job, really, because it is your gold-plated sterling silver spacer beads. Look at those. Gorgeous luster and sparkle. 45 pieces in total. You get 30 excuse me, 30 of your beads, right up close and personal here, so you can really see that texture, where all that luster, that performance of light actually comes from. 30 of these, and you've also, oh, I beg your pardon, 30 of these, and you get 30 of the faceted, is that right? The faceted beads, which are 3mm. We'll just double check that. 15 of the larger ones. Oh, I see what you mean, my graphics have been duplicated. So I beg your pardon, you get 15 of the large and 30 of the smaller ones there as well. And all of that, let me hold one of those smaller ones up for you, because they are like faceted gemstones, aren't they? We're going to have to get really close to show off the faceting. I say faceting as if they're gemstones. The detailing of your 925 sterling silver, look at that, it's like a gorgeous, gorgeous, oopsie, gold disco ball, aren't they? I wonder how many facets are actually on, or cuts. Look at that, Look how they sparkle and play with the light. So you had the silver earlier on. It's rare to be able to bring you the gold. So if you have got a gold-plated sterling silver necklace or a gold necklace itself, or you just love gold, I mean, this with the apatite. I love apatite with gold, or with your tanzanite. Should I bring that apatite in? Hold it on the back of my hand, maybe. Let's look at this.
Oh, it's gorgeous, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
It's really beautiful.
It really brings out the blues.
It enhances the real richness of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. Oopsie. Let's bring one of those saucers back in. Look at that. And all you'd need is just a couple of the gemstones and maybe a couple of your saucers or a couple of your beads, and you've got a really beautiful decorative, but a piece which is really alive with colour and lustre as well. Brilliance, lustre, colour, it's all there. It's all there. Chloe is saying, I'd buy the silver and actually alternate them, would you? So you'd have the gold and silver. Yeah, a bit like the piece that I was referring to that Chloe wears, which do you mind me saying where it's from, Chloe? Okay, so it could have been from it's from Links of London. But other shops do actually have them as well. Pandoria, Thomas Sabo do actually do them as well. But they basically, your necklace has got similar sort of rondelles like this, haven't they? The saucers. Is that right? Chloe's saying hers aren't as sparkly as these. Oopsie. So they're not as sparkly. So what she'd do is buy the silver and buy the gold and alternate them. If you've got rose gold in that, gosh, I'm getting so carried away. I haven't even brought the price tag in. So, for 15 of your Stardust saucers, they are 5 by 2.5 millimeters. And for your faceted rice beads, which are 3 millimeters, £7.95. £7.95. That's an awful lot of sterling silver for your pennies. That's working out at 17 pence per bead stroke saucer. 17 pence. How often do you see the gold? I'm trying to think desperately when the last time was. I can't think. I mean, didn't we have rose one not so long ago? Did we have some rose gold? Oh, maybe not.
I'll have to work with the ladder weave with those because they look absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, they're so beautiful, aren't they?
Stunning.
I mean, if you go on to, and I'm allowed to do this because it is our own website, go on to gemporia.com. When you get a chance, have a look at the Viorelli collection, which is very Italian jewellery inspired. It's all about textures, it's all about faceting, it's all about the polish. There's no gemstones included, or not to my recollection anyway. It certainly wasn't when I launched it on our US channel. I mean, this is so Viorelli. So incredibly Viorelli. Loads of you with it in your basket. I would strongly encourage you checking out. We've got quantity, Kim, haven't we? But we did. We're down to double figures now. So I'll say good luck to Mari, I'll say good luck to Emily, Elizabeth, Deborah, Jane, Joe, Lynn, Helena, Christine, Lana, Jill, Deborah, Midlothian, Antoinette, hello to you, Leslie, County Down. Everyone's name that I've just called out, good luck, because it's in your baskets. If you're checked out already, well done to you. If you're on those phone lines, stay where you are. This will sell out. Our beads and saucers always sell out. And I'm guessing that I'm desperately trying to recall the last time I brought you the gold. I can't remember. Sterling silver, I know I've brought you. We brought it to you just, haven't we? Slightly different shape. These are more your saucers, so the edge is sort of curved down a little bit. There's approximately a minute queue on the phone lines, but we have still got some left, so don't abandon those calls. You might well be the next in line. And we've got 2 clearance bundles coming up next. Excuse me. So you might want to add it to your order. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Lillian, Yvonne, well done. Debbie, Mrs. Sally, Janet, Kate. Stay where you are. Look at that sparkle. Aren't they fabulous? Most of you are choosing to buy 2s and 3s. Why wouldn't you? I want to get the saucers and put them, like Chloe Jones. She is my fashion icon. No, Chloe Jones, you wear some lovely clothes. I want to copy you, Chloe, with your necklace. Okay, clearance bundles. Box number... Ooh, this with those. Oh, this with that, with those just. Is this ametrine? Okay, so we've said it's amethyst, but I'm seeing definite ametrine colours. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying there's definite yellows. It could well be a combination of ametrine. You tell me. What do you think? Are you with me on that one? There's definite yellows within this amethyst. Not saying it's ametrine.
Oh,
I think many jewellers would call it ametrine.
It does look like it, doesn't it?
It does.
It really does.
Oh, look at these.
Oh.
Oh, that is just sunshine in a gemstone, isn't it? Mother Nature has reached up, grabbed hold of the sun and encased her into those beautiful nuggets. They are sizable as well, some of the biggest nuggets that we have. And we're still not done. This is a clearance bundle, however, so there's not nearly going to be enough of these to go around. Gorgeous buttercup yellows, wonderful baby pinks in your amethyst, with that fusion of yellow, that's all I'm going to say, running through. And some of the biggest citrine nuggets that I've seen. Can I bring those saucers and spacer beads back in? Oh, sorry, I just had to go a little bit songs of praise. Just because I think it is heavenly. Don't you think? Look how the two don't, well, naturally, Mother Nature has decided they're going to complement one another, your amethyst and your citrine, and then your buttery golds. I would personally use your gold findings. Would you agree?
Oh, that's such a lovely combination, isn't it?
It really is.
Really
Citrine
is.
swirl trio. But I'd say you've probably got more than 3 strands because your amethyst is actually a double strand. These are significantly substantial. Again, you could just take a section of those, couldn't you? A suspender on some gold chain or some sterling silver chain. It's going to look absolutely effortless. We should be bringing this to you at almost £17 this morning, but it is a clearance. Last in stock. If you don't, I will. Oh, I've just lost a shoe in all the excitement. You've got 100 carats of your amethyst and 100 carats of your citrine, and then a further 290 of your citrine, the big note. £8.95. I want to get this bundle. I want to get this bundle, Kim. Do you know the problem is that I always want to shop with Kim and well, all our producers. I'm not being, of course, you know, it's just I just love Kim, and I love your style, Kim. I love your sense of the colours that you work with. This is right up my street. But the problem is I'm sat here, so I can't shop. Or is that a good thing? That might be a good thing. It's good for my bank balance. It's not good it's not good for
you.
For me and my jewellery collection, which I want to get hold of this. I'd just take a few of those. Would you agree? Just a few of those suspended from a chain?
I just think, as you say, it's an exquisite combination. I think it's just pure delight and pure sunshine, isn't it? And
look at that.
Absolutely beautiful. And for £8.95.
£8.95, exactly. Or maybe some of those white pearls fused in this as well. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Those pearls that we brought you earlier on. Amazing combination.
You have to grab them while the bargains are here because
we have
got lots of new stuff coming in. So if you don't get it now, you probably won't. You'll have to pay a lot more.
Are you a savvy shopper? I'm a savvy shopper. I like
a bargain.
I love a bargain. I love a bargain. Really, now that surprises me. Kim says I'm not. I'm awful at finding bargains.
Well, she's not. She doesn't.
Are you not, Chloe Jones? Well, you do pretty well at showing that, at delivering them for the show. Do you exhaust all of your bargain abilities? I think that's what it is. She saves it all just for you. Just for you. Moving on to... I asked for this bundle. I did ask for this bundle. Oh, is it called Limoncello?
I love limoncello.
I love this bundle.
I love the bundle.
I've never tried limoncello.
Yeah, it's quite strong, but it is lovely. Oh, wow. Where did Kim get those?
Oh, my. Look at this one strand. I asked for this quartz, for this bundle, because I said I love lemon quartz. I do love it. It has got that perfect... It's not the same as citrine, is it? These are like... It's like... It's so entirely reminiscent of a canary diamond.
It is, yes, it is.
Because a citrine is too golden to be compared to a canary diamond.
Yes, that is real lemon. Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It's lemon.
This is more canary diamond.
Yeah.
Citrine is more honey. It's more of a honey colour, isn't it? I mean,
it's a bit going towards the amber sort of
colour. It is,
isn't
yeah.
Citrine
Top quality citrine, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
So if you would love to replicate that champagne diamond and have without the champagne diamond price point, believe me, price points of champagne, not champagne, what am I talking about? Canary diamonds would be through the roof. Many celebrities are adorning champagne diamonds. Many celebrities are actually wearing pieces of jewellery with the rough cuts like this. Alicia Keys was pictured wearing a rough cut diamond. I'm trying to think. Rihanna certainly has been pictured wearing a rough cut diamond. So amazing, amazing, incredible design. So instead of faceting them, they're showing off in their rough formation, which I love. But guess what? Us here at Jewellery Maker, we've been doing that for years, haven't we? Get with the times, Rihanna. Get with the times. Here at Jewellery Maker, we've been commissioning pieces of jewellery in this rough shape for ages. Now it's all over the magazines, isn't it? Now it's really hot property. Make sure you advertise your pieces if you do sell them and you're thinking of wire wrapping these because it'll be hugely popular, very on trend for those of you that are dedicated followers of fashion. I did request this bundle because I'm a huge advocate of your lemon quartz. This is, I'm just looking, is this heat treated? Can't quite read it from there. I was going to say, is it because the colour is so incredibly intense, which is ultimately what we look for. Limoncello. I must try that. I really must try that. Let's bring that price tag in. We're going to go straight down to it because already we've got jewellery makers on the phone lines. It's a busy morning for us here. It should be what? $6.95 today. We should be above that, Kim is saying. Yeah, obviously. Can I just hold this one strand out again? Hang on. Which I'm finding difficult to because there's so much. This one strand alone, which just goes on and on and on and on and on. Are you saying that is $6.95 today? And these? Should be much higher, much, much, much higher. I'd pay that for the nuggets. Well done to every single one of you. It's going to go beautifully maybe with that apatite that we brought in earlier on. Look at that. It'll go amazingly with your rainbow moonstone that we've got coming up later on. Ooh, look at that. Okay, it's a heavenly gem, isn't it? That canary diamond-esque beauty. Leave that with you, $6.95 only. Make sure you do check out because I've got to move on to box number 13 from the 8 o'clock hour. 8 o'clock. Ooh, I haven't got a box 13. Oh, box 13. Oh, here we go. Sterling silver jump rings. Yeah, I got them. Martha, if you're watching right now, can you turn the volume down on your computer monitor? Listen, you were presenting yesterday. You got to take your management hat off every so often, don't you? Can you, Chloe Jones? Can you just poke your head outside to Martha's desk and just make sure she averts her ears? She's chatting. Okay, let's do it. Right, we're not meant to be bringing this to you. That's why. 925 sterling silver. She was presenting yesterday. So listen, can't say anything because I know what deals she did. I was watching her. Didn't she do amazing? Okay, got to bring it to you quickly though because it's not meant to be on your screens. 925 sterling silver jump rings, 7mm. So they are some of the big sizes. These are open, so you literally just open them like you would a door. There's 50 pieces in total. I'm whispering because I really don't want Martha to get to grip. she is only out the back of the studio. Like where the girls sit in the gallery, she's about 3 meters away from you. There is only a wall separating. Chloe Jones is on standby. Are you at the door, Chloe? You're watching her. If she tries to come in, Chloe's going to put her foot against it. Wedge the chair. Wedge the chair. What are we doing about it? What if she comes in the studios? It's too late. I love Kim's reckless side from time to time. So, Kim, have you been under instruction not to bring these today? Are you not allowed to take it to the price that you're taking it to either? No. This is between us. Oh, I thought it was Martha coming into the studio then, but we're all right. Sorry, it's Kerry. Paula's in New York now, isn't she? So it's okay. What about the Ox? The phone's not ringing as of yet, so it's all right. Sheila, you're not allowed to leak any information.
Leak. No, I won't leak. I promise. I promise I won't.
The phone's ringing. The phone was ringing. That's the Ox. I know it's the Ox because as we said her name, she's rung.
What a shame.
She is. I know it's Ox. You got P45 come in? Yeah, well, Ox. You've got to do that to all of us then because we're a team. That's including your production manager.
All for one.
All for one and one for all. That's including your production manager, one of your presenters, one of your resident designers, and Ninja Kim. So we got your back, Kimbo. Okay, moving on. Box number 9 from 10 o'clock. We are joking, of course. Ox wouldn't fire us. Is it the amethyst? Oh, purple pills, that's 9. Oh, these are gorgeous. These with those amethyst, what though? Look at these. They are your rice pills, those teardrop effect. Add this to the kit that you have just seen. Never been on the morning show previously before. 8x6mm. We have double figure quantity, so it is clearance, last in stock.
Great for Christmas.
Aren't they great for Christmas? Yeah. I wear a lot of colour over the Christmas period, don't you?
I think, yeah, because you tend to get the black dress out, don't you, at Christmas? And, so if you've got really bright jewellery and
you're saying you wear bright colours in your gemstones?
In my gemstones, yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Why not? And perfect for sort of your proms, perfect for your bridesmaid colours. I'd restrand it and wear it as is. Purple is probably one of the most popular colours out there.
It is, yeah. It is.
Blue, I think, is our national favourite. But purple, most definitely. It's got to be up there, hasn't it? Most people say purple. I mean, lots of our guest designers adore purple. And that's because it is very complementary. It's got that sort of pinkish tone behind it. These have never been on the morning show previously before. 8x6mm, your slight elongation so you can create beautiful teardrops, a wonderful cascades. These look effortless in the ear. It'll complement all of your different findings, won't it? Your antique bronze, your rose gold, your sterling silver, your yellow gold, most definitely. Team this along some pink pearls that you might have. Team this with any colour, to be honest. Would it work with blue? Yeah. Would it work with yellows? Yeah. Would it work with pink? Yeah. I'm trying to think of other colours. Would it work with orange? Yeah. Create a real colour contrast. Instantaneously, we've got Helen there multi-buying. We've got Claire and Bridgend, Muriel. Essex is also there. 2 Helens with us on the web. And telephone bidders all getting involved as well. Catch them if you can. I love that. Catch them if you can because it is coming your way at a clearance deal. There's a double figure quantity. That's all. Once they've gone, they've absolutely gone. At $6.95. £6.95. The phone lines have absolutely erupted. See if I can keep up with the names. Catherine, Northamptonshire, buying 2. Glamorgan, hello to you. Cambridgeshire, congratulations to you. Collectors in Berkshire, multi-buying. Claire, you've done it, well done. Devon, well done to you. Isabel, you've done it, well done. Hertfordshire, guest designer Jem, not surprised you're with us on the web. Muriel, congratulations to you. We had 85, I beg your pardon, correction, 85 is how many we had. It's no way near going to hang around. At £6.95, I mean, they're not small. These are not the tiny, tiny, tiny rice beads that maybe you'd use in your soutache or use as an alternative to your spacer beads. These are big individual gemstones that you could easily make as a solitaire. In fact, they're bigger than the average size of a solitaire ring. 7x5 is probably the average calibration that we would use on our sister channels. So this is over that. Hello to you, Karen in Nottinghamshire, Carol in Cornwall, hello to you, Angela, Sylvia, hello to you, Roslyn, hello to you, Jenny, hello to you, Jill, Hertfordshire, you're there as well. Do check out them as soon as you can because I've got lots of you multi-buying and there's double rows of you on the phone lines. Absolutely fabulous. Moving on, because it is time, gosh, time flies when you're having fun, it is the big reveal. If you're sat on the edge of your seat, then we are about to announce this week's winner to your Wall of Fame.
I'll go first. This is number 300.
I love that. I love it. I don't mind.
I made a management decision then, didn't I? Yeah.
You go for it. Go for it.
348, and this is a gorgeous wrap cabochon. And this is from Bridget. And Bridget says, "Good morning, everyone at JM. Please find my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's my first attempt at doing something with a cabochon. It's a large lapis lazuli cab, wire wrapped onto one of the brilliant talks. Try not to look too closely at the wire work. All products are, of course, from JM. I hope you like it." I think it's amazing, and the wire work's truly amazing too. Loving the show as always, especially with Jan, as I love all her work. Lots of love from Bridget. Well done,
Bridget, incredible. And I don't see any flaws or imperfections there.
Don't
so
either.
Do yourself some praise. I've got number 347, and whenever I see these, I always see a little face. And it's a beautiful pair of spec strands, I call them. Hi, everyone. And it comes from Jackie Harrison rather, in Berkshire. Hi, everyone. Here is my entry to the Wall of Fame. I've been away on holiday for 2 weeks, and I've really, really, really missed JM. Couldn't wait to watch it when I got back yesterday. I hope you had a nice holiday, Jackie. Anyway, this is my first attempt at a spectacle chain. All the gems came from Jewellery Maker, and the rubber hoops at the end are from my stash. I made these for a friend, really pleased with the result. Good luck to all of my fellow Wall of Fame famers, and me, of course. Lovely to see you all and miss the laughs. Bless you. We missed you too, Jackie. I hope you had a lovely time. And that's Jackie Harrison in Berkshire. Your number is 347.
And this is number 350. I love this. And this is from Caroline. And Caroline says, "Hi all at JM. Here is my entry to the Wall of Fame. It was made having taken inspiration from a Laura binding demo. I have used a beetle nut cab and antique bronze wire for the wrapping. I'm trying to practice wire wrapping skills, so more demos, please." That's from Caroline. Well done. That's gorgeous. Love that.
Yeah, it's definitely a piece I would wear as well.
Yeah, I love that.
We were talking of chainmail, and we didn't just do that bundle, so... 349, beautiful set of chainmail, and it's coming from Tracy. Hello to you, Tracy. Hi all at JM. Have taught myself to do the Byzantine by watching YouTube. It took me ages. But the outcome, it was so worth it. Got a jewellery party to do this week, hoping it goes well. Good luck to all, but sneakily, good luck to me, haha. And that's Tracy. Well, your efforts most definitely have paid off. Beautiful accomplishment, and I love the choice of colour as well. Good luck to you. You're number 349.
Very talented.
Yeah.
And this is number 352, and this is a gorgeous bracelet, and this is from Penelope. And Penelope says, "Hi everyone, this is my first attempt of wirework gizmo. It's a bracelet, love making it, hope you like it too. The show has given me lots of inspiration. Everyone is so supportive, loving, and bargains. Good luck to all my products are from Jewellery Maker." Well done, Penelope. That's lovely, beautiful. I like the different combinations of the
I
wire.
do as well.
Yeah.
Love that, and the detailing. Love
and
the finish.
details, gorgeous.
Last but by no means least, so I've got number 341. Oh, forgive me, I didn't mean to bang my mic there. And she says, "Morning all." It's from Maureen Jones in Denbighshire. Hello to you, Maureen. Morning all. This week's entry are 2 suites of jewellery that I made for my best friend, whom I haven't seen for 2 years. We speak on the phone, but it's not the same. We're going on holiday together soon. All the components are JM. I hope she likes them, and that's from Maureen. She's going to love them, and what a
really
lovely, thoughtful gift. And I hope you have a fabulous time,
and
the two of you.
Love as well.
Made with love, absolutely. 351. Beautiful sweet.
Oh, well done.
Is it time?
I haven't done
I love this bit. Do you know when Martha said,
for a long time.
Elle, how do you fancy being our morning host? I said, yeah. I get to do the Wall of Fame.
Wall of Fame, yeah. I haven't done it for ages.
Okay, so you're going to do the runner-up?
Go on then.
Here we are.
You've made your own management decision.
I made my management decision, so let's poke that one back in there a minute.
Go.
Okay, go. Close your eyes.
Okay. I'm not looking.
Don't look.
I'm not looking. Oh, it's number 249.
249. You are this week's runner-up on the Wall of Fame. £50 credit, and that's Claire Evans. Congratulations to you, Claire. You are our runner-up on the Wall of Fame.
Done.
Congratulations. Now for the winner. Just lock that. Do you want to open it?
Give it a... Yeah, go on then.
You open it so I can poke my hand in.
Oh, hang on, you've got to let that go. Shall I shake it a bit more? Okay, there you go then.
Okay. I've got 331. You are this week's winner. A £100 credit of Jewellery Maker being added to your account. Michelle Rathbone, you are our winner this week. Congratulations to you. So you've got £100 of Jewellery Maker credits being added to your account. Absolutely amazing. Congratulations to every single one of you. Love that bit. Absolutely love that bit. I'll leave those there. Right, well, we've got more designer inspiration with the gorgeous Sheila. Thank you so much, my darling. We've got some more amazing bundles. Let's go back that way so I can show them all to you, shall I? Now, I've lost my shoes, so I'm just rocking around with no shoes on. It's nice and comfortable, actually. Should do it more often. Box number 10, sorry. Yeah, this is my favourite bundle of the day. Kim knows I want to buy this, because I gave Kim a list the other day of my favourite gemstones, and it's almost like she's taken them all and put them all into this bundle. Kunzite. I'm going to lay them all out. Morganite. Aquamarine. Morganite and aquamarine. It's 2 gemstones which are my absolute favourites. From, of course, the Beryl family. You've got that sky blue, then you've got that slightly softer, more of a transparent blue with the smaller nuggets. Great for using within detail, I suppose, adding that certain sense of sparkle. Look at the quality of your morganite. You've got those definite golden hues, those peachy hues that you would expect from top quality morganite sources, and then you've also got those kunzite pinks coming through as well. It is low in stock. This is a lavish luxury bundle. That's what it's called, and it's not nearly going to be enough to go around. We only have, what's the quantity, Kim? Yeah, I thought so. I can remember it being very limited. There's less than 50 of these available. The fact that you have got the different shapes, so these are more shards. Can you see that? So more elongated, and these are more sort of rounded, various different nuggets of various different carat weights, but also certainly some of the most sizable in your morganite. In your aquamarine, then you've got the large, really deep depth of blue in a double strand, and then you've got that slightly softer sky blue in another bundle. Perfect for your bridal jewellery, perfect for teaming with various different gemstones, because they have got those pastel hues. This is going to work out at £3 and 99 pence per strand. £3.99 per strand. OMG, the colour on the aquamarine is to die for, isn't it? I know. I know. Do you know what, Kim? We've been spoilt with aquamarine just lately. Do you remember that strand last week? When was that? I forget what day of the week it is. Wednesday today. What day was it? It was Sunday. Sunday. It sold out. The intensity of aquamarine I've never seen before. I actually mistook it for chalcedony. It was that good. It was that good, the quality. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Caroline. It's absolutely astonishing. Now, this is working out at £3 and 66, did you say? 99 per strand. Some of the most affordable morganite and aquamarine that I've ever seen. I mean, you've got, surely, let's try and work it out, 460, 460, 760, 810, 910, 945 carats in total. 945 carats in total of two big desirable gemstones from the beryl family. But yeah, you're absolutely right, that depth of colour that comes from singly, if I just single one out, your aquamarine is just insanely beautiful. But you've also got those sort of Zambezia morganite pinks coming through. You've got those wonderful alluring peaches of your morganite here in various different sizes. I mean, the world is your oyster. I love your nuggets and your chips. I love those sort of organic shapes that you get from, I think they work beautifully with your faceted gemstones, or as they are. Last in stock opportunity though, so grab it whilst you can. Leave those final few with you because already we've got many of you checking out and making confirmations. Stay on those phone lines. Moving on to number... Oh, these! When did this arrive? Never seen it before. I've never seen this before. Coated labradite. So you'd think, and I've said this before, but coating of a labradite, you would think you're going to lose the labradescence. No, 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 no. You've got a silvery sheen, but still seeing the labradescence coming through.
I've never seen that before.
This is insanely beautiful.
Never, ever. I haven't seen it, no. That's gorgeous. That is just, there's no words to describe that, is there, from where I'm sitting.
I'll tell you what I describe this as, my favourite strand of labradite.
It is, but just the sparkle of it, it's just amazing. I mean, whatever they've done with it. We need more of it. A
slight amount of coating.
We need more with it.
Imagine these in the ear. So you're still seeing that labradescence, aren't you? Definite blues, greens, golds, pinks even. You've got the quality of labradite that we offer you here at Jewellery Maker, and then it's got like a silvery sheen over the top, which of course we make sure our gemstones, when they are coated, are done so in a very technical manner, so they have got longevity and durability. Never be deterred by coated gemstones. It's scientific to the fact of how they actually influence those microns. It's often microns that are actually almost on a smaller scale. They are almost, well, blasted to the gemstones, so they do stay secure without getting too technical and scientific. Effectively, they do it that way, so it is maintainable. Obviously, you do need to look after them, but this is my favourite strand of labradite I've ever seen. I love the fact that this has got that coating. It adds to it a shining demonstration of where treating a gemstone in the right manner, the correct way, really, really, really does show it off to the absolute max. Imagine this with some zircon, imagine this with some spinel, imagine this with some ruby, imagine this with some garnet. There's 74 centimetres in total with this, your decadent duo. They are faceted rondelles. We've got a message into the studio. Wow, wonderful. Isn't it? Isn't it? I've never seen anything like it before.
I certainly haven't, no.
This with your kit, Sheila.
Oh yes, in a bouquet.
In a bouquet. This with the bouquet earlier on. Oh. This with the moonstone, which is coming up later on. This with the appetite. I mean, the opportunities are endless, aren't they? I know I've said it. I'm going to say it again. This is my favourite strand, or strands, of labradorite that I've ever brought you. Yours too?
Me too. I think it's wonderful. I'm waiting for the price now.
Can we have some more? Can we have some more of this? The coated labradorite. I'm going to be buying it, stock permitting. 2 strands, over 70 centimetres, £24.95. That's amazing. That's less than £12.50 each. I can hear the phone ringing. I'm wondering if that's our product team actually answering what I've just said. Can we have more? Don't you think it's gorgeous? Do you agree with me? You've still got that labradescence. You've still got those flashes of blues and golds and yellows and greens coming through, even from a distance, and then that silvery like polish. I mean, it kind of reminds me of, you know, when you see a car in a showroom and it's polished so much you can see the reflection. That's what you're getting with labradorite. So beautiful luster and still that phenomena optical effect internally. Hello to you, Kate, Kathleen, Anna Port Talbot, June. Hello to you, Ruth. Hello to you, Karen. Hello to you, Sue, Sandra, Janice, Diane, Belinda and Candy. Hello to you, Dumfries and Galloway, Isabel, Claire, Muriel, Wiltshire, there's so many of you there. Both Sheila and I have both said, and I'll say it again, this is my favourite strand of labradorite that I've seen today. I love it. I absolutely love it. Would you restrand this, Sheila, and leave it as it is?
I think I'd try and use it in as much as I could, to be honest. It's so gorgeous. I mean, you could just put a single pearl in the middle. You could just put a single pearl in the middle of
this. This almost goes all the way around the neckline.
Yeah, yeah. Just put a single pearl in the middle, a larger pearl. Absolutely, look at that. That's fabulous.
Isn't it? It's got like a metallic...
It has, yes, but it's just the sheen from it. It sparkles so much.
It has a satiny, silvery sheen. Never seen anything like it. I'm absolutely spellbound by it.
Gobsmacked by that.
And you are getting both. So well done. You've got your 30 days. If you've never seen coated labradorite like this before, well, we haven't here in the studios, get it home. Use your 30 days, fall in love with this, justify your purchase if you don't send it back to us, because there are 2 ladies right here in the studio who will absolutely,
if there's any left,
welcome it with open arms. Are you writing down the code? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Gorgeous, aren't they? Less than £12.50 per strand. Lovely to be with you, and congratulations. Never seen anything like it. Okay, moving on to, I love, love, love this bundle. Okay, I am not too proud to say that sometimes you've got to watch the purse strings. We all do. The majority of people do out there, don't they? It's probably only a top tiny percentage that don't have to worry about it. So I might be thinking, I love tanzanite, I love those wonderful blues, I love that violet tone, I love the pleochroism, etc., but might not have a tanzanite budget. Not to worry, because certain gemstones, because they have got a rough crystal structure, basically they form in a way so the crystals can absorb colour very, very well, means that you can treat them in such a manner to replicate some of the most desirable and expensive gemstones out there. So if you're loving your AAA tanzanite blues or stroke even quad A tanzanite blues, but you haven't got, you know, a 4-figure budget, here's a great alternative for you. It is your quartzite. Sorry, your quartz, I beg your pardon, clean quartz, which has been gorgeously coated. You can see that clarity, can't you? You can see that gorgeous colour. And they are perfect AAA tanzanite blues, aren't they?
Oh, what a rich colour that is.
Isn't it amazing? And they're rondelles, but they're almost bicones, aren't they? They're very, very, very nearly bicones. 2 strands, they're both 70 carats each. So it's a great alternative if you love your tanzanites, you love your tanzanite blues, particularly the deep, rich colours. If you favour the sort of cornflower blues, then there are other alternatives. This one probably isn't for you, but if you like that intensity, the AAAs, the Quad A blues, then, but yet you haven't got a 4-figure price tag, which I haven't got. I'm not too proud to admit I haven't right now. I'm in the process of, well, we're buying a house, so we're looking for a house. I can't afford to spend 4 figures on a gemstone, and I certainly wouldn't be able to for 140 carats of AAA stroke Quad A tanzanite. I mean, you'd have to have a very comfortable bank balance, shall we say. So amazing opportunity for you to commission beautiful pieces with those reminiscent tones and hues. So are you going to see pleochroism? Yes, quartz is a pleochroic gemstone. If you think about your amethyst and your citrines, highly pleochroic. Are you going to see brilliance? Absolutely, because this is quartz. You've got beautiful clarity with our quality strands here. Are you going to see that intensity of colour? Without shadow of a doubt, as I was saying, because of the rough crystal formation of this gemstone, it can absorb colours in a really intense way. Have you got the carat weight? Yes. I think I've said it all, haven't I? The 4 C's are covered in abundance. It's an alternative to your tanzanite and an alternative to use that intensity of colour at a more affordable price tag. 15 centimetre strand each. They are your faceted rondelles, but they are bordering on your bicos in my eyes. More of sort of a sorcery type shape, coming your way at a super affordable price. Look at that intensity. £14.95. Would you be able to buy tanzanite at £14.95? Would you be able to buy non-graded tanzanite at £14.95 for just one of these strands? Obviously the answer is no. You can, not for this size individually and not for this carat weight. You can with your quartz coated colours, that beautiful blue, this with the coated labradorite that I just brought you. What a combination that is. And then maybe let's add some moonstone in there as well. Oh, somebody please commission a piece with all of these gemstones. Don't they work harmoniously with one another? Absolutely captivating. Well done to every single one of you, your gorgeous quartzite and your AAA stroke Quad A blues coming through. Leave that there at £14.95. Okay, recapping. A couple of days ago, we brought you the Matrix box, and they flew. Absolutely flew. If you are on the shop, if you are looking for findings in particular, you will love these. You get 3 different colours. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different designs, plus of course the actual storage, which the quality of the storage is amazing. I will take one out at a time, but these are some of the most beautiful clasps that we have available here. I love them. I'm just going to show it. So obviously you've got this in the rose, you've got it in the yellow, and you have it in the sterling silver colour. Look at those yellows. Beautiful design, and it's heavy, it's durable, so you could really create some statement pieces. Show you some more, because there is in total 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 6, 3, 6, 9, hang on a minute, let me put that down. I can't do the maths today. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. I was a bit slow then on my counting. I don't know why. I'm a bit rusty this morning for some reason. It's a lot to count, yeah. Look at the rose gold ones here. They've got that detailing.
They are so.
Aren't they gorgeous?
You know, I mean, I know we all tend to use some of the sort of ribbon finding endings, but those are just so, they're very nautical, I think, the way they're twisted as well.
Yeah, and every single one is different. So you've got that one, that design in the 3 different colours. Then you will have a different design in the 3 different colours, etc. And look at the container. I love the case also. The case, I mean, how practical is this? So you get your finger under there. grab out your findings.
Like that to keep them all separate.
I actually
get in a
think
mess
the
sometimes.
reason these are so popular is not just the findings, but also the fact that they are with the case too.
Yes.
Let's bring that price tag in for you. We should be £29.95 for 80 pieces. We're going to bring it to you at its lowest ever price point. Never been at this price previously before. Various different sizes and gauges. They are substantial. You've also got some daintier ones, swills and swathes. Never been lower. Never been at this price tag. £10 reduction. That's 25 pence per S-Class and J-Hook. The last time we brought you one of our matrix boxes, which wasn't exactly the same as this, but it was the earrings, wasn't it, Kim? They all sold. They sold out, didn't they? I couldn't find them this morning because Kim was trying to bring it alongside. All sold out, so we believe they did. So if you want to get the matching S-Class, now's the time to be responding. They are hugely popular. One of our most popular findings, I guess, bundles to actually to actually purchase, and the best way to actually buy multiples of 80. I mean, when have you ever seen 80 S-Class or J-Hooks? In one opportunity?
You don't?
You don't, do you? 25 pence. 25 pence. Let's put that one back. Show you another one. Because this one's just caught my attention. I'll show it to you in the yellow gold. There we go.
And you can use them in so many different ways. What I like about those, you know, you can have asymmetrical necklaces. You could have 3 or 4 of them dangling from the side with chain and your gemstones on. They're so multifunctional, aren't they? For a bracelet, top of a bracelet.
Make a feature of it.
Have some gemstones dangling from. Yeah, absolutely.
Love it. Use it as a tassel, use it as a bail. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Congratulations to every single one of you. You have been successful. We've got so much more to bring you, including your next designer inspiration, your presenter's pick, which is an amazing moonstone. Now, there is... What's the difference between a quad A tanzanite? I'm just using tanzanite just because it was the gemstone I was just referring to last. What's the difference between a quad A tanzanite and a non-graded tanzanite? What's the difference between a double A plus amalite to not? What's the difference between quartz as a mineral and quartz as a gemstone? Well, there's obviously various different degrees of quality in between. The reason why I'm asking these questions is because without shadow of a doubt, the moonstone at my presenter's pick for you this morning is unbelievable, astounding quality. This gemstone is regarded as a phenomenal gem. It's tiny, tiny, tiny inclusions will trap and play with the light to bring you an amazing performance of colour, not just blues. Rainbow moonstone, the clues in the name, you will see visions of spectrums of colours coming through. My presenter's pick is up after this.
Join resident designer Sheila for our Bridal Headwear for Beginners DVD. Sheila will guide you through an array of beautiful bridal designs, including a pearl tiara, the star hair comb, a twisted spiral tiara, and much more. This DVD is packed full of inspiration and helpful hints and tips. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
This family-run business effectively creates a brand new washing machine every 1 to 2 weeks. And what happens is they take a steel and they push that steel 10 meters down into the soil. And at the end of the pole, you can see the father there, at the end of the pole he's got the hose, and the hose is circulating the soil within the drum that they've created. And over a week or so, that's going to be pushing all the soil through the net in the vain hope of finding a few pieces of beautiful amber.
Join us this December at our Gemporia Christmas Ball. Meet your favourite faces from across the channels and enjoy an evening of festive fun as we head back to Warwickshire to the beautiful Wroxall Abbey. Tickets are more limited than last year, but priced at £89 per person, they're already selling out fast. The evening includes a welcome drink, 3-course meal and a chance to dance as the lounge's very own Drew Nichols will again be singing with his band Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast. With auction prizes to bid on and raffle prizes to be won, the evening will be raising money for the Colourful Life Foundation. So don't delay, book your tickets today on 0333 400 0011. See you at Christmas.
Maris has been my expert on amber for many years, and I've been getting it wrong about how old amber is.
Yeah, because you can't test amber by any physical or chemical method. You only can test it by the place where you find it, what kind of rocks it's in, and what's above it.
Yeah.
That's how you can estimate that it's minimum 45 million years of age. But the top age it can be is even 175 million years of age.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
So without being able to carbon date the gemstone, all those stories, in fact I've been very wrong in all the articles I've written, because I've been looking and talking to people about the Baltic as it comes in from the shore here. But inland they've now dated it as a minimum of 40 to 45 million years old.
Yeah, the minimum can be guaranteed.
Yeah.
The maximum age we don't know. Could be a lot more than that.
Yeah. Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, can I just say this next hour, it all goes beautifully hand in hand. That's what our designer inspirations are all about. It's about complementary products and gemstones which will work beautifully, maybe following Sheila's designer inspiration or creating your own. Now, the first is my presenter's pick, and this is exactly what Moonstone aspires to be. Producing that optical effect, a wonderful ethereal look. You can almost imagine sort of fairy dusts and enchanted beings and unicorns sort of surrounding this gemstone. It has got that wonderful magical sense behind. Quite whimsical, I suppose. Moonstone aspires to have a performance of colour. Spectrum, so it's not like looking at a Pantone chart where it's a stagnant color. It's not going to be your reds, your oranges, yellows and blues in one specific tone or saturation. It'll be how the light is actually cascading across. So I can see blues, I'm seeing purples, I'm seeing definite pinks, I'm seeing turquoise flashes coming through, golden yellows, most definitely. This is exactly what rainbow moonstone aspires to be. That is the difference. The clue is in the name, essentially. There's moonstone, then there's rainbow moonstone. It's all down to the quality, essentially, that you will be getting home. If you love those, let me just put it on a blackboard so you can actually see the colour in particular on every single one of those gemstones. If you love that colour spectrum, this is the strand for you. Amazing, aren't they? You literally can see rainbows in there, can't you? And only once in my entire gemstone career have I ever seen a full-on rainbow, where you actually had the red, orange, yellows, you know, the colour spectrum perfectly. You've got those colour spectrums. I mean, look at the, can I reach across? Maybe this way. Look at the one in the centre just there. Can you see that rainbow of colour just as I rotate back and forth? It's not just that one, I'm singling it out just because that's the one I'm looking at. But you'll see that spectrum of colour across the entirety of the strand. That's the difference between rainbow moonstone and, of course, your usual moonstone, which is still beautiful, don't get me wrong. It has got that sort of crisp white linen sort of body colour. With this strand, whilst you've got clarity, you've also got that wonderful glow, microscopic inclusions which are giving that fabulous performance, that wonderful shiller, and it is without shadow of a doubt one of your favourite gemstones here at Jewellery Maker. This alongside the labradite that we have just seen, this alongside the sky blue apatite that we brought you earlier on to really elevate those blues, if blue is your favourite colour. You can use rainbow moonstone along various different coloured gemstones, and you know what, it'll actually start almost absorbing those colours and those hues, reflecting, I suppose, from one to another. It matches wonderfully with the DI, which is coming up in just a few moments' time. Work exquisitely with a chalcedony strand, which I'm hugely excited to bring you. It's one of my favourites that I've seen. Any of the above. It is always desired, very frequently seen in your bridal jewellery as well. So if you did go, maybe you were there at the NEC a few weeks back at the largest bridal fair. I went along with Hannah Bennett, and it was a wonderful girly day. We had champagne, and I got all teary because I saw her in a wedding dress, and in a wedding dress, not the wedding dress, but you know, I made her try them on. I was like, you got to try them on, Hannah. You got to. So, and I was, just an absolute blubbering wreck, basically. But you saw an awful lot of this gemstone. Out of the places that were actually using genuine gems, because believe me, there were a lot using your crystals rather than genuine gemstones, it was rainbow moonstone. But very few had that spectrum of colour coming through. We're going to need to bring that price point onto your screen because this will fly. Should be $57.95. Because it's our presenter's pick. We are going to take an extensive £10 off. £10 of top drilled, faceted, graduated, but they're all sizable, graduated rainbow moonstone gemstone solitaires. I mean, you could wire. Do you see that flash of green just there? Sorry to stop myself mid-sentence. Do you see that flash of green? Wonderful warm blues. You've got turquoise tones. You'll also see pinks. When you actually get this home, take it out into natural daylight. Rainbow moonstone is a gemstone that loves to bask in natural sunlight of this amazing quality. Why wouldn't you? Oh, look at that right there. Do you see the reds? Do you see that reds? How it just literally teases you with the colours. I've got to move on. Stay where you are. Kerry's bought 3. Sue, well done. Hello to you, Kalisha, new buyers. Stay on the, excuse me, coughing. Stay on those phone lines as soon as you possibly, be on those phone lines as soon as you can, and do check out because this is limited, right, Kim? Yeah, there's not enough of them to go around. Well done. Again, with the peacock pearls earlier on. Oh, delightful. Absolutely delightful. Okay, moving across to your next designer inspiration. Now, this is probably the most limited edition designer kit that we've actually had. There's 38. Not nearly enough. Not nearly enough. I want these pearls. I need these pearls. Do you agree? They're amazing. Look at that size. Wonderful rondelles, but some of the biggest rondelles that we have. I'm just singling out one strand. And there is so much more.
What would Lucy call them? Mahoosive.
Mahoosive.
Wouldn't she?
They are, definitely. I agree. I mean, I love a pearl rondelle. We're going to have to move quickly because there's only 38. Then you've got your gorgeous hematite saucers. I mean, that combination there, isn't it? It's like your yin and yang. You've got that sort of monochromatic almost look. Then we've got some neon apatite to sort of inject into the kit. Love this combination. And not an obvious choice, I suppose. Then we've got, is this fluorite? Is this fluorite, Kim? Gorgeous fluorite. So again, I saw the glow and thought, wow. I didn't expect it to be this gemstone. We waited. The greens, by the way, what we actually have on our sister channel is Tucson. I'm not saying it is most definitely the same parcel, but those greenish colours, the apple green, we waited almost 10 years to get hold of on our sister channel. So it's very similar of that Tucson fluorite colour, which is like an apple green, which we've been waiting for ages, almost a decade in actual fact. Look at this kit. I wish we had a bigger quantity. I really do. We had just 38. Already confirmations are there coming your way out of the blue with Sheila. Of course, she's going to show you some beautiful pieces that she has commissioned. $24.95 for the pearls alone, for the fluorite alone. I would be more than happy, delighted in actual fact at that price point. It's one of the longest strands of pearls. It's not a sort of one of the 13 centimetre strand. Is that about right? 13 centimetres usually. You can see it's almost all the way around. You could probably create, you could restrand it like so and make pretty much an entire necklace. $24.95 for all of these gorgeous gemstones, some of which I haven't seen and I don't know how long. Fluorite most definitely is one of those, is definitely ticking that box. And your neon appetites coming through. But my favourite is the pearls. Now, stay on those phone lines. We're going to move on because I have got another strand to bring you, and it goes. If you're in a position to be able to get both and do it, please do, because they are in perfect harmony. In perfect harmony. Chalcedony is an underestimated gemstone, don't you think?
I think so. I think it's beautiful.
I
really
do. I was talking about ethereal, whimsical, comes in various different colours because of the treatment of this gem. This is my favourite colour. When you're waiting for this to arrive, don't do it now because otherwise you might miss out because this is a brand new premiere. Do your research for, if you want to, this is. But at the moment, there's a lot of celebrities wearing the big gemstones in the earring as sort of a cascade. That's the fashion, all colour in the ear. I want this strand for earrings and a matching pendant. A dreamy lagoon blue, ethereal, soft pastel hues. It has got a glow, I suppose, a certain sense, a glow behind, and chalcedony you can actually feel the fact that it is Mother Nature produced because it's cool to the touch, so it's going to lay beautifully and feel wonderful across the skin. It has got glow, I suppose. We think about colour, don't we? It's almost like an inner being. You can almost see the soul of this gemstone. Do you know what I'm talking about there? It has got an aura behind it.
It's like floating in the sea.
Yes.
In the sea in Barbados and the Maldives,
the Caribbean, the Caribbean Sea, absolutely. Yeah, if you're lucky enough to have gone to the Caribbean or the Maldives, the waters are they're very
warm, and they're very pale.
Clear.
Yeah,
I'm scared of the sea, but
me too.
In the Caribbean, because you can see everything. I'm not talking about when you go out into the depths, but, you know, close to the shores, because you can see everything. I'm more than happy to swim around in there. More than happy to, because I know what's around me. It's the unknown, I suppose. Chalcedony has got that quite Caribbean-esque blue behind. There is nothing like it. And I say it's underestimated. It is currently, but there's a lot of big designers now choosing this gemstone because there is nothing to compare it with. I mean, your fluorite doesn't tend to have that sort of dreamy-like appearance, does it? It's quite a sleepy gemstone, but a sleepy in a positive way. And by the way, it is brand new, and already we've got collectors there. Restrand it, leave it as it is. You've got a gorgeous graduation, sorry, Chloe, then. Or separate them because they're sizable enough to be individual pendants. Excuse me. Let's bring that price tag in because already we've got a lot of jewellery makers on the phone lines. $24.95. I mean, look how much there is. How many there is as well. 2, 4, 6. Hang on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We've got 10. I can't count today. I don't know what's wrong with me. 10 pendants, 5 pairs of earrings, 10 rings. Just one of those on a charm would be beautiful, very reminiscent of gemstone designers out there. I was going to say one in particular who loves to use sort of chalcedonies and your agates and your onyxes with gemstones which have got more of an opaque beauty, using them with their within their design. So you can get charm bracelets from various different I want to say Pandora springs to mind, but they don't do genuine gemstones, not to my recollection anyway. Tiffany's & Co. certainly do. But one in particular, Lola Rose uses those opaque style gemstones quite a lot on a classic stretchy bracelet, and it's just so beautiful. $24.95, brand new premier, individual sizable solitaires. Now, go along with this, given the fact that you have got such a substantial carat weight behind you, you'll need a clasp to support it. This has been used within your designer inspiration. Brand new clasp. Not seen it. It's arrived in the building just. You might have actually seen Amelia with a... Oh, wait. I need to buy at least 10 of these. My mum and I both multi-buy on these. I love those. They're your magnetic clasps. There is not only a thing of beauty, a practicality to this. If you are 100 mile an hour like me, then you need to put your jewellery on quickly and you'd be out the door, don't you? Also, if you've got dexterity issues, that's what my mum suffers with. She's got arthritis in her wrist, so she puts them on her pieces. So it's as easy as this. Attach it to your necklaces or your chains or your various different pieces and hold it in the same vicinity, and I will show you all the way around. If I suspend it that way, it might be a little bit better. So you've got your extender chain there, that's built in. Has our sister channels even had these? Because I'm going to go as far as saying these are nicer than the ones on our sister channels. Much nicer. Much. I much prefer these. It's all personal preference, but I do, don't you?
I think they're stunning, I really do. I think they're so classy as well, aren't they? And they look lovely. Back, if you put some extender chain on and your gemstones or a cluster of gemstones and you've got a backless dress on.
Yeah,
lovely.
Make a feature of it.
Make a feature, yeah.
So you just literally attach this to one length of your chain or necklace, whichever it is, or bracelet, by the way, because I use them on my bracelets too. And that becomes a charm then. So attach one, and then it's quite simple, put the other side like so. How quick and how easy is it to do it? Well, let me show you first the actual magnetic pull. If you do wear a pacemaker, by the way, I would consult your doctor, because it does actually include a magnet in this. So you just hold the ball in the same vicinity. Look, there we go. Snap shut. So I only need, I'm literally balancing. I'm balancing that on my hand, hold it in the same vicinity, snaps. Snap shut. There we go. Shall I pull them apart on the desk? And let's put him there. And let's just hold this one. So I'll leave that one there. Oh, come here. Come here. I love that. I love that. It's, ooh, ooh, ooh. I love that. It is, and by the way, you can do the same behind your head as well. Shall I reenact it? I've got so many of these at home, and they are hot property. Whenever they come into, and I'm not just talking here at Jewellery Maker, I'm talking across all the channels. Whenever they come into our vault, gone. They are gone. Most of our customers on our USA channel, which is obviously where I used to work for a few years, well, in between me being with you originally. Most customers will buy multiples of, because of that very reason. So, how easy is it to put on? Imagine I've got a chain attached either side. My other half's down the stairs, going, Elena, will you come on? The taxi's here. We've all been there, haven't we? Yeah. And you're trying to put your necklace on, you're like, I am coming. You think, oh, he's already crossed because we're late now. He's already crossed. I really want to wear this necklace, and in the end you give up. Well, if you've got this, I'm done. And you're out the door. Yeah. Nobody's angry. And you haven't had to fiddle around. Let's bring that price tag in. Solid 925 sterling silver. This is my favourite clasp. I've not seen this shape before. Straight down to, I'm going to be getting this as well, stock permitting. $9.95. Okay, I've seen them sell higher than that as well. Kim, how many have we got? We had 100. Over a quarter of the stock has gone. Is it worth you writing down the code for me? Possibly not. Chloe, well, you can't say you snooze, you lose. I can't very well make a phone call right now, can I? Because I'm not snoozing, am I? Is that my problem? So it's your problem, no sympathy whatsoever. Thanks, Chloe. Thanks. I love you too. Can I do it again? I want to play this game. It's like love at first sight, isn't it? Love at first sight. This is Kim. There's Phil. you know, producer Phil. This is you, and there's Kim. Come here, Kim. Come here, Kim.
Come closer, come closer.
Love it. I love it. They do snap together. Let's go do the other. I could play with this for hours. The quality as well, and you can hear the quality, can't you? I know. Little things do please little minds, eh? They do say that. Okay, well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Great stocking filler as well, because you might be thinking that this, I can't tell you and stress enough, and I need to move on, but everybody goes nuts for these. Everybody that I give them to is like, oh, well, can you get me another one? They're a godsend, aren't they?
They are, and because there's nothing worse, as you said. I've spent ages sometimes trying to do the smaller, you know,
and especially the really small ones.
Yeah.
You end up not wearing it, and what's the point in buying it then in the first place? Or you'd have to pay for a bigger lobster claw, and then you've still got the same dilemma.
Where it's easy. No more being late.
Well, I even went like, yeah, Chloe was just saying, if you're on your own and you're trying to put necklaces on, yeah, I totally get that. But even with acrylic nails, by the way. But even my other half, he's a big guy. He's got big hands. Sometimes he can't do those little intricate ones.
They spring back, don't they?
And I can almost hear it. Bless him. He's a good egg. I always call him a good egg. I'm like, darling, will you put my necklace on for me? And he's like, I don't need to with these. Don't need to. So well done. Already, these are already selling. Oh, I forgot we moved on. Sorry, my bad. Sterling silver. We've got 3 of these. Last time I brought you the multiple rows was a 5-row, admittedly. So, or was it 6? Might have been 6. But there was only 1. You've got 3. Perfect for restranding of your pearls. So how do these work? Well, you attach your gemstones either or in a necklace, whichever way. Very sort of antique jewellery tends to use these. It's also one of the most expensive clasps for us to actually commission because there's engineering in this, effectively. So you've got your little loops, and then if I pull those out, can you see how they sort of slot together? Literally slot together like so, and it clicks into place. So you've got a real durability to this as well, and certainly if you're using your high-end gemstones, you want to have that added sense of security. So if you go back through sort of vintage jewellery, or you go into any of your antique shops, you'll have seen this class previously before. It was used predominantly with pearls, actually, the graduation necklaces of pearls, or that sort of waterfall design. Also on your bracelets, they look beautiful on your bracelets, but real finesse and an awful lot of gram weight actually invested into this. You can see how substantial they are, each individually, can't you? Each one. I mean, I think for the clasp alone, I've never seen them actually sold elsewhere other than here at Jewellery Maker. So I wouldn't be able to refer to a price point, but every bone in my body is telling me that it should easily be, sort of probably £20 each. I'm guessing that is an estimate on my part, but if you think about the amount of time that goes into actually engineering and crafting this piece, making sure it does clip together securely, there's enough tension and surface grip, that the polish is there, the finish is there, the smoothness is there, the stamping alone, the amount of the precious metal. I mean, there's so much to consider. These are already selling out. They should be, wow, £12.95 for 3. How have we still got quantity left? I've been yabbering on for ages, and forgive me, sorry, I was getting really carried away with my sterling silver magnetic clasp, and now these, £9.95. £3.32 per sterling silver 3-row clasp. I haven't seen them sold anywhere else, so I can't say that these are X amount here, there and everywhere. I've not seen them anywhere else. But I'm guessing they would certainly be a considered purchase. With that substantial amount of sterling silver, £3.
And that's what you have to remember, it's sterling silver.
Exactly, this is coming out of the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not something that's abundant. This is rare precious metals.
It will shine now and then forever, really, because all you have to do with sterling silver is just buff it up anyway.
Yeah.
In decades to come. But they are forever, aren't they?
I can imagine, and I love this sentiment, especially given the fact that you're going to be making these pieces of jewellery. I can imagine, say you make a graduation necklace, and I'm just saying hypothetically, so say you decide with the one class to make a graduation necklace and you give it to your granddaughter. Imagine when she's old then, imagine when she's elderly, and she's still using this class that you made, and that's been passed on for generations. It will last that long, obviously, with care and being looking after. There's no reason whatsoever that these won't last that long for future generations. That is going to sell out. Well done to every single one of you. Okay, it is now time for your beautiful. Which one? Sorry. Yeah, they've moved. Oh, I can see them. I can see them. They're just those. They're those blue ones over there. Okay. Your blue moon quartz and quartzite. Look at this colour. And again, it will go with the kit. Your designer inspiration that is coming your way. Thank you, Wes. That's the ones. Yeah. Gorgeous. Look at the lustre. Okay. If you saw it yesterday, that neon apatite, and you thought, I love it, but it's not quite within my budget, here's a great alternative. Look at those colours. Isn't that amazing? Gorgeous opaque gemstones, intensity of colour.
That would go gorgeous with that, wouldn't it?
It would. Goes amazing with the. It goes amazing with the kit. Goes beautiful with the your chalcedony that we've just brought you. Goes wonderful with the t-shirt yarn that you saw earlier on. Would go. I mean, the opportunities are absolutely endless. But this quartzite rondelle trio. Can you see you've got different faceting, two different blues as well coming through. Love it. I love it as well. Quartzite as a gemstone is so underestimated. So underestimated. How often do you see this amount of colour? I mean, it's neon, isn't it? And that's down to the fact that it is quartzite. I mean, we couldn't dye sapphire to this level.
Dion she would have ordered some now of that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Blue. She absolutely loves it, doesn't she?
Would you find Paraiba in this colour? No. Would you find aquamarine in this colour?
I think that's what you have to remember.
Topaz,
with quartzite, don't you? That you get such rich, deep colours.
Yeah, many gemstones would not be able to hold the colour like quartzite does, and that's the huge benefit to it. Okay, something absolutely incredible is about to happen. Kim was just saying, I'm going to do something astounding. 3 strands, beautifully faceted. Haven't got the dimensions though. I can't quite see the dimensions there. They are, I'm guessing, 4 by... all different dimensions. £8.95 for all 3 strands.
What?
4 by 3, 4 by 2, and 3 by 2. So you've got different sizes. £8.95 for all 3 strands.
So if you buy that and the kit and the chalcedony,
that's looking at 20. How much was the kit? Sorry, £24.95. The chalcedony was, so that's say 50.
And then
for £60,
you would get all of that.
Just under £60. If you got all of these gemstones. You've got 3 strands of your quartzite, various different gauges. You've got your pearls, you've got your clear quartz, you've got the rondelles, you've got your fluorite, you've got your neon apatite and your chalcedony pendants, all for £60. I mean, that to me, that's an amazing order, don't you think? I'd love to see your pieces with all of this gorgeous colour. Big and bold, isn't it? You've created some fabulous pieces, Sheila, as always, and you have used some of the t-shirt yarn.
Yes, I was allowed to mix all of the...
No, I agree. Well, it's going to go so long, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So look at this, gorgeous bib here. And again, using some of the lace that we had earlier on.
I've got so much of the t-shirt material, it's never ending. You can do so much with it.
I love that little swirls that you've just created there. Is that just literally rolling it round and round? And you're gonna demonstrate this, aren't you?
Yeah.
Moving on. This is so simple, yet
That's
so
what I like. I thought it was
absolutely
very simple.
so effective.
Yeah. Very, very classy. Very, simple but sophisticated.
Now, there's about a minute wait on the phone lines for the 3-strand of quartz and quartzite. There is still quantity though, so don't abandon those calls. You should be successful. Stay where you are. Loving these earrings. Oh. Loving those earrings. And the bracelets.
Yeah, I used the 3 triple clasps on there just to show how you can use those. But it looks lovely on the wrist. I have tried it on.
Sheila, not only in this gemstone have you got some of my favourite gems. I love chalcedony, I love neonapatite, and I love the hematite here. Need in my life, need in my life, need
them all.
I need them all.
And for say to have all of those plus the 3 strands of quartzites for just under £60, it's just amazing, isn't it, really?
Yeah, really, really is. And so you've actually used one of the 3 rows here as well, haven't you? So just showing how that 3 row, let me just move that out of the way for a second, that 3 row can be used with your gemstones. So beautiful, isn't it? Yet so classic. I mean, this is a design, an entire bracelet. So look, it slots together like this, like so. There it is. Very, very, very classic, isn't it, design? It's been around for centuries upon centuries. Yeah, fabulous. And I love this graduation. Those earrings, you know I was referring to, Sheila, about Hollywood celebs are all wearing the colours at the moment in that, with big, long designs. I mean, that's exactly it.
Drops need to have that length, don't they, to actually show that. And it's nice to have them graduated. And the colour is just exquisite. I do love the colour of the chalcedony. It's a real, as I said, oceanic pale, sort of tranquil blue, isn't it?
Love this. I mean, that's so 1920s, isn't it? Simplicity,
Yeah, that's, I mean, I was gem heavy.
Gem heavy, yeah.
But I just liked it with the pearl, and I know we often say that, you know, when we're showing things, but to actually see it, a strand, I mean, like the labradorite earlier on, just to put a pearl in the middle, it just looks so classy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. So what, you're going to be demonstrating that bib using the t-shirt yarn,
I'll show a bit of
which has sold out in actual fact.
Right.
So has all but gone. Hopefully we'll be able to bring it back to you again. But you could use various different fabrics, couldn't you? So maybe your zari.
Yes, you can. You can do the same thing. I mean, I didn't have any of the glue that we have at home, so I had to use a substitute. But I'll be able to show you that. So to begin with, what you actually start to do is, and I've done it in different stages so you can see, scissors, so you can see how you could actually put those different stages together if you wanted to. You know, you could actually, can you actually?
Yeah, you've got a graduation there.
I've just done different sizes of them. So, where are we? Come down a bit.
Yeah.
There we go. So you can see the difference in the graduation and how it started, but you could actually put those together in a necklace section.
Yeah. How would you do that then?
So
how would you attach it to?
These are different. So what I've done, I've just started to roll it up. Just, where am I? There we go. So just actually start to roll it up, push it in the middle and squidge it round until you actually start to get, obviously you would put some glue around it. Okay, so if you can see that now, you can see how that's forming into a little bud.
Yeah.
So that's sort of the first one there, okay? And then if you carry on going round, I'm not going to glue it now because I'll get in a bit of a, and then just twist it. So when you twist it, you get a different look.
Oh yes, you're creating that sort of petal effect then,
so you can twist it again, and then you can go back round, going straight again. So if we show, so if we show that one there, you see, that's just going round and round, but occasionally you actually twist it like so.
How's that then being secured? Because that one's staying put.
I stuck it with glue earlier on.
Okay, so you attach the glue on the inside?
Yes, you attach it here in that little, especially when you're going to twist it, because you will then twist it. And you see how it gives you that sort of, when you see a rose, you sort of see the petals, don't you, when you see the...
Yeah.
So just literally twist it, put some glue on there and twist it.
Yeah, so where do we go from there then?
And then and that's all you do. You just keep doing that until it's got bigger and bigger. I mean, obviously I've put more twists in this one that I have in the one there, as you can see. That's more of a round. And that one has got some more twists in it, that one there, which gives you that petal effect. Okay, so if I carry on just turning that round and round.
Whilst you're doing your twisting then of your roses, we have got some different connectors here. Now these are sterling silver again, but these fabulously geometric. So if you love your sort of squares and shapes, etc., then you'll love, love, love these. You can also use these with various different mediums. Your 4-row spacers, the one that we had previously was a 3-row. So if you want to have a 4-row, look at that. Can you see those shapes? You are getting 3 of them, and they are stamped with your 925. They're like little. They're almost like little. Kim said boom boxes. What did we didn't call it boom boxes. What did we call it in the 90s? Ghetto blasters.
Oh, that's it.
Ghetto blasters.
Oh,
they
huge,
are
weren't they?
Massive.
Huge.
The funny thing, my sister's first car, she didn't have a stereo in, so she used to physically put her ghetto blaster in a Fiat Panda. Brilliant.
Gosh, you could hear them
brilliant.
everywhere.
It was massive. It was almost as big as the size of her car. Brilliant. Anyway, so slightly digress. I'm getting really nostalgic of our youth today.
We really are
beautiful
today.
finish. Can you see that? Beautiful finish, which is just going to follow through. You could easily thread ribbon through these, or your fabrics like Sheila is working with right now. Will go perfectly with all of your wire work, because you could wire wrap onto your 925 sterling silver.
You can do whatever you want.
Could you thread onto it?
You could, yes, you could, because all you do is you thread it. You mean thread it through the? Yeah, you could put lots of different colour threads actually, couldn't you? On
those? That would be lovely.
And then you can put your crimp bead on each of them, flatten them, and then you could put a crimp bead cover of a corresponding thread.
Like that.
And then you could have, I don't know, you could probably get about 6 lots of different coloured thread there. Maybe plait it, and you could do, and then instead of plaiting it on its own, you could plait it with a gemstone on. Spare, sort of occasionally.
Yes.
So you've got that plaited,
that big
twist,
cluster look.
The cluster look, but with your beading thread.
And it will space it out, so rather than it all be bunched together.
I'd like to have a go at that.
You've inspired yourself now, haven't you? Inspired yourself. They should be, for all 3, £9.95. Solid sterling silver. Not base metals. With a sterling silver overlay. Rare, precious sterling silver. And yet we bring it to you at £10. Or not, as the case might be. £6.95. That's £2.32 each. £2.32. I mean, I think they're little charms as well. They look lovely little charms.
We should be called the Crazy Company or something like that, shouldn't we? I don't know, but we do bring such amazing prices. I wish I was out there all the time.
Put it to Steve. He might go with it. You never know.
I'll grab him when he's had too much to drink. He'll say anything then.
Will he? Here we go. Ask. Well, look at those. I think you could create.
Or he'll fall asleep. One of the
I could create a gorgeous vintage frame here. Don't you think?
You could actually. Yes, you could turn it. You could turn it the other way, actually, as well.
That way as well?
No, you could turn... You know the end that you should be... Oh, no, you can't, because there's no holes in that bit, is there? No.
There's holes in there?
Forget I said that. Yeah.
Love that.
Oh, there is. There's
little holes.
There is as well.
So you can thread through.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's even better.
Stay on those phone lines, because you are getting 3 at what's that? £2.30 something each, effectively. Well done. Right, okay, we'll go back to you, Sheila. So you've been doing your sticking and rolling.
I'm doing my sticking and rolling, yeah.
Have you got yourself in a nice mess?
I have, yeah. I'm stuck, yeah. Stuck now. But that's the one that I've twisted it round more. So when you go round and round... Let me hold that up with something, So when you go round and round with it, actually twist it like, show you how, like so. So when you're going round, actually twist it like that.
Yep.
And then put it against your, like the section that you've done, and it gives you that
petal,
that twist, and it gives you more of a petaled look.
Okay.
Okay. That one is more of a flat look. But if you, if you put them all together and in lots of different colours, and then you could even put some chain through. You could do all sorts with it. So that's one little technique I'll show you, which is with the t-shirt material, which is now you can even put those in your bouquet.
You've actually backed that onto the lace,
and
haven't
I've backed it onto the lace. Yeah.
Is that just glued on as well?
It's glued on, and then I've put a little bit of backing fabric just at the top to secure it even more.
Okay. And if I turn that round for you, if you like, shall I turn it round so you can actually see the? Oh yes.
So I have put a little bit of the backing fabric just on the back, just to secure it even more.
Make it all secure. And how have you attached the chain?
Just with our strong glue.
Really strong glue. There we go.
I mean, you could sew it on, but because you've got the thickness in the flower, you would need to either do it just before. But I'd made that, and then I decided what I was going to do with it. So
amazing.
It's all about,
absolutely
so
amazing.
Next time.
Speaking of amazing, would you like? Should we have some drama?
Go on then.
So I love a bit of drama from time to time.
Oh, I do too.
Love a bit of drama.
We get a lot of that, don't we? Really?
Particularly in the gemstones world.
Yes.
You know, I think we've brought you pastel hues. We've brought you soft and genteel.
The monochrome
graceful.
Look. Yeah, I love.
Now I think we need a bit of sexiness.
Yes. Sultry.
Sultry. Isn't that a good word? Seductive.
That's another word.
It is your black agate. I do think this is a seductive gemstone.
I do too, and with the black agate, and when it's faceted, it looks almost like a black spinel in a way, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it does.
It does. If you didn't know, if you weren't like a connoisseur and you know your gemstones really, really well, then you wouldn't really.
No, because I totally get what you're saying.
It's obviously the cheaper version of the look that you want.
It's down to the quality of the cutting.
It is.
It's down to the quality of the cutting and the finish, and this is so mathematically precise. I mean, if it wasn't cut well, you wouldn't see that sparkle, that surface luster.
No, you wouldn't.
But yeah, I can just imagine. I forget what advert it is where Armani, I think it is. There are other perfume brands available, but the Armani code it might be where beautiful lady is wearing just a simple black dress and she's got sort of like a sparkle on the back and she just looks across the shoulder at a man. That's what this strand is. It's a sexy strand. It is a very sexy strand.
You're doing it for me.
Is it working?
It's
working.
Working. You've got that look in your eye, girl.
No, I'm just thinking this with just a single pearl and a bit of lace.
Yeah.
The lace that we had earlier on.
I mean, as I said, with the other necklace that I did, that was really, really simple with the pearl in the middle. Could you imagine a larger pearl in the middle of that one there, that strand? It's just beautiful, isn't it?
Look.
Or you could have some drops on a very tiny section of chain with like different lengths. But I think because of the gemstone, I think simplicity is the best.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I think the strand itself speaks for itself, and it's just that extra bit of chic, timeless elegance that goes in the
it does. And do you know what? It's sexy whilst not trying to be. Do you know what I mean? You've got something here which is just understated, is very classic, but it's still sexy at the same time. Let's bring that price tag in for you. I'm going to hold it up to the next. Wow. $6.95.
I'd be there. Look at that. I mean, $6.95 for a beautiful necklace like that. It's just.
I have the small Donna and Bristol. I have the smaller version of those agates, and made a stretchy bracelet with a sterling silver charm, and wear it every day. They go. See, love that.
Yeah, just simplicity, simple elegance, isn't it?
Simple elegance,
Classy.
And it's a great gemstone to wear as a stretchy bracelet because it hasn't got a durability. It's quite high on the
I
mode scale.
bought one from Gems many years ago before we started Jewellery Maker, and so did my sister, and Sarah's got one, and it's just about, I don't know, about 8 or 9 of the gemstones on with a charm in the middle. Just beautiful.
Yeah, lovely.
Elasticated, and I've still got it now.
Look at how many are on the phone. I want to buy this as well. I'm joining you on this.
For $6.95, I just don't...
So why wouldn't you at $6.95?
Yeah,
I mean, how many stretchy bracelets could that be?
I would say 3, don't you? Even if you...
Yeah, probably 3.
Yeah, if you had, like, your stretchy and you had a pearl in the middle, maybe a charm in the middle, you could even put, with it being Christmas, you could put, like, one of the silver big sparkly beads, or anything.
Or one of the
really.
silver spacer beads.
That's what I mean, the fairy dust. Yeah, the fairy dust.
Right, I'm getting this, and I'm going to make it for the ladies on the Christmas. They're getting lots of presents this Christmas because I keep feeling.
This is what I
you
keep doing.
inspiring me. Well done, well done. Yeah, we have a Christmas bag, Chloe. We don't have Christmas. Well, we have Christmas crackers, but then we give little presents, but nothing too expensive or extravagant. So I could make them, and you can attach charms to them, can't you? Attach. I
think we all need an extra couple of weeks before Christmas, don't we, to get all this done?
Yeah,
we're going to get done.
Absolutely. And can I just say, all my family are going to be.
They're going to love you, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I hope so. Stay on those phone lines, everyone. We're going to move on carry on with your demonstration.
Right, I was just going to show how to do the drop.
Which drops now?
The chalcedony.
This one here?
The drop. On it, yeah. There's 3 of them, but I'll just show you the one.
This one here?
Yeah, that one. It's obviously graduated, but it's just the chalcedony that's the drop. So what you do is you actually get your... I did do one a minute ago. Where's that disappeared to? Is that fallen? Oh,
what have you lost? Here's one. Here's one.
No, oh, there. I knew I'd done one. There we go. See?
You're hiding it.
I'm hiding it. So choose which one of your chalcedonies you want to use. I mean, I'm going to use the bigger one here. I think I've lost my wire now. So I'll put that one down. I'm going to use the bigger one. So because they're top drilled, as you can see, I've just put some wire through the top. Okay. And then you're going to have to wire it, twist the wire like you do on a tiara twist. And then just twist it. But you want the twist to be about a quarter of an inch, half an inch maybe at the most. Turn it round, doing it the other way. So you've got, because you're going to put some drops on that section there, okay? So if we then just cut off that on there, and then I'm going to do a basic loop here. So get your round nose pliers and just bend it 90 degrees one way and then 90 degrees the other way, and then make your basic loop. And we're having to, as I say, we're having to sort of make it so, and then just do a twist around the top there, like so. Take it down if you can. Try and keep it as neat as you can. So then we snip that off, and then what we do then, we then get some of the... I'll snip that off now quickly because of time. Okay. So we've now done the basic bottom section. And then what we do then is use a jump ring, get your jump ring, pop that down ready to use. We'll open that up a little bit, it's not open enough. So if we just open that up a little bit, because what you're going to do is you're going to make some drops, some gemstone drops. So I've done a section here ready, I'll just show you what we have to do. So I'll put that, I'll take some off here and then you can see. So what I've done, I've got the Featherlight, there we go, the Featherlight head pins, which go great. There we go, I've got one through already because it's only a tiny hole, as you can, as you can see.
So they come in most of our findings packs.
They do, and they're brilliant.
And I know they're probably one of your most popular head pins that we've ever brought, because they are slightly daintier, aren't they?
They are, and they go through the tiniest of holes, so that's why they're great to have them.
Gorgeous.
And then just attach on the bottom there. Okay, do another basic loop, 90 degrees one way, put your round nose pliers over the top, 90 degree the other. That gives you that lovely, perfect. Okay, and then just wire wrap around the top there, give it a few twists, and then snip it off with your lovely sharp pliers, okay? And then you've got a lot of those. So imagine that you've made quite a lot of those. Okay, so we now get the jump ring, open that up a bit more.
And
then just pop those that you've put on. I'll carry on popping them. So when you've made your little drops, then just pop them on there, which I will do. And then close up the jump ring. Oh, there's another couple more there. There we go. Close up the jump ring and pop it on the bottom of your
Chalcedony.
I'm
going to have to bring these to you, otherwise we're going to miss the opportunity.
Yep,
we are running out of time.
We're done.
It's that beautiful cascade. We will put the pictures on. Fabulous. Love it. Now, we're about to bring you some rose gold plated silver tubes. So earlier on we had the sterling silver. Sold out, didn't they, Kimbo? Very nearly, she said. Now we've got that wonderful blush.
There we go.
Wonderful, wonderful blush. So working along with the morganite, if you got the morganite or the beryl earlier on, working with the pearls, it will look fabulously feminine, gorgeously beautiful. And we were talking, Sheila and I, about how these can be features rather than just a function within your piece of jewellery. They can very well be feature because they are, after all, your precious metal.
I'm sure they're a bit longer.
You think these are a little bit longer?
I do think they are, yeah.
3 by 1.5 mil.
They just might be my eyesight, but they do look a little bit longer.
A lot of people are saying the same. Like
Yeah, that's all right then, yeah.
Kim and Chloe, you're agreeing, are you? Thinking, yeah, they look a little bit longer than the average.
Yeah, they are.
So, okay, yeah, fabulous. So you either get more surface tension with the actual crimp, if you do crimp these, or you've got longer for spacers. We have got a review coming in about these very ones. Excellent value, and that's from Jacqueline in Lincolnshire. So who's already busy making with these gorgeous pieces, creating with. There's 100 in total. 100 crimps in total. So rose gold, well, sterling silver, rose gold, your yellow gold, sterling silver, they always fly out. And this morning has been a shining demonstration. The yellow gold Stardust piece flew. The sterling silver spaces we had and crimp covers flew. This is the first time I'm bringing you the rose gold this morning, and I've already got lots of you there on the phone lines. Well done to each and every single one. Rose gold, don't you think it complements every different gemstone?
Oh, I do. I love rose gold.
It really, I do as well, and all different skin tones. Should we just hold it next to your chalcedony just for demonstrational purposes? Is that all right? There we go. I mean, look. Does that go? I think it does.
And with a pearl.
Let's see it with a pearl. Absolutely, it goes with pearls. What about the silver pearls?
There we go. Here we go.
With the silver pearls?
With the silver pearls.
Does it go with that? Absolutely. Let's bring that price tag in. Yeah, I mean, it complements everything, doesn't it? $7.95. It's a lot of sterling silver here. The beryl strand that we had earlier on, gorgeous. Look amazing with that. My rose gold, every rose gold piece that I've got has got either pink gemstones. It's got pink amethyst in a rose gold, and I've got morganite in rose gold. Soft, the pastel hues.
With the agates. With the agates.
Oh, very Angelina Jolie. With the black agates, just.
Wow.
I need this black agate strand.
Black? Is it Blackadder then?
Black agate. I need this agate strand. Has it sold out, Kim? Almost. Almost. So get it whilst you can. Absolutely amazing. And do add this to your order. We don't get to bring you rose gold. We've also got, very early this morning, your I say ultra early bird now because it's not just your early bird, it's your early bird. What time does your alarm get set off in the mornings? Kim's went off at 4 o'clock in the morning.
5:30, me.
What time did yours go off at, Chloe? 2 o'clock.
Baby.
Oh, it was your baby.
Oh.
I was going to say, what on earth are you setting it for 2 o'clock in the morning for? 5:15 mine went off. 5:15. Well, so if you weren't with us at that time, we were all up. We all saw the early bird. But if you weren't, not a problem. We'll recap it for you. They are your... Oops, I'm holding that one the wrong way. Your leatherette ring displays. Can I borrow your ring again?
You can indeed.
Lovely, Sheila.
There you go.
Fabulous. showing off your amazing creations. Look beautiful on any lady's dressing table, or within a drawer somewhere if you just want to keep them safe and secure. My mum has got a safe, so she puts all her pieces of jewellery
on there, and I think if you've got them in your drawer, you can maybe put the colours in coloured sections.
Yeah.
Because I do tend to have to rummage through for mine.
Yeah, and it scratches then, of course.
Yes,
it actually scratches. So my mum actually keeps her jewellery in a safe, so just putting them on, you know, her nice pieces that she goes to all the time, put them on those so they don't scratch and get damaged, etc. Different gemstones are harder than each other, we all know that. It is your early bird, your black leatherette, you get 5. You're not just getting 1, you're getting the 5, and I'm absolutely certain that these are very, very, very close to wholesale prices, if not wholesale price, because when I used to buy such displays for my own jewellery business, when I was selling at various different events and craft fairs as well, I did those too. This is how I used to display. You know, the ones that you might, you know, you want to sell many of, maybe it's less cost effective time wise, maybe it's less cost effective. The ones you really want to push, if you display them on these, I guarantee they will be your popular ones. Okay, let's bring that price tag in for you at $6.95. Absolutely amazing deal. And you are, I mean, $6.95, £1.39 each. And the leatherette, so it's going to wipe clean. It's practical. It's fun. You can. I mean, if you have that suede, sometimes that suede, if you get sort of wet fingers on it,
that they do.
It spoils it. I made that mistake. I bought the suedette and sort of wet fingers or something, or you get bits of fluff stuck on there. The leatherette stays nice, doesn't it? Really nice and smooth, and I mean, you've got to look after it, obviously, but it's certainly more wipeable and practical.
But I mean, in quite a lot of your sort of bedroom furniture now that you get, you've actually got sort of sections where you can put like the ring stands and have about 10 of them and still have some room in the drawer
your drawers,
as well.
the shallow drawers, etc.
Yes,
Can you imagine? I was saying earlier on this morning, one of my life goals is to have a proper dressing table. At the moment, I use a big cushion on the floor. I know. I really want a dressing table. But yeah.
Do you sit cross-legged?
Yeah. I have done that, mind, ever since I've been wearing makeup.
Have you really?
And doing it. Yeah. We've got a quick text message for you, Sheila, my darling, from Marilyn in Bridgend. I've watched Jewellery Maker since the beginning. Sheila, you have never failed to give perfect instructions and continue to inspire me.
Thank you so much. I'm filling up now.
Oh, bless her. No, she's amazing, isn't she? I totally agree, Marilyn.
Thank you,
when are you back next?
I'm away now. I'm going on holiday.
Oh, yes, she's off on holiday.
I'm back on the 29th in the evening show.
Have a lovely time.
Thank you very much.
Have a lovely time.
Thank you very much.
I'll be back with you, well, literally in a few minutes, because I'm with you for the next hour, and tomorrow, of course. So what have we got coming up this afternoon? We've got an educational hour on your opal. Now, opal is a gemstone of so many different variations. I had the privilege and honour of meeting Andrew Cody back in October last year. Andrew Cody is president of the ICA, founder of Cubapedia Opal. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back after this. Got many deals to bring you as well, not just about your education. Love you lots, and we're back after this.
Take care. See you soon. God bless.